This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. We have been waiting a long dang time for this one, and here we are ready to go with Game 1 of the Edmonton Oilers versus the Chicago Blackhawks in Edmonton in the bubble, ready for what's going to be one heck of a playoff series. Only a 5-gamer, but let me tell you, at least 3 guaranteed games of Oilers hockey still in 2020. That, my friends, if that doesn't right there get you excited, I don't know what will. I'm just going to quickly get a cat hair off the camera here. And it is time. You know what? It's 12:06. We've got about an hour to go before puck drop. We got to get the Carolina Hurricanes, the New York Rangers off the ice and get things ready to go here for our Edmonton Oilers. But it's going to be one heck of an afternoon on a Saturday. A little bit of a storm rolling through town today. And here we are ready to go. Let's do this. So let's do this right here. Matt, welcome in. Gnarl, welcome in. Vincent, welcome in. Robert, welcome in. And Matt already said you. Ray Bro, welcome in. Thank you for tuning in from John's stream. How's John's stream going? And Brad, this show rocks. Oh man, just wait till the Oilers hit the ice and start showing you what's up. And Vincent from Hot Vernon, British Columbia today. I've actually, my friends that own the place I'm live streaming from, that is the area they're in. So I'm wishing them all the best in the weather today out there. Jordan, welcome in, and my goodness, my friends, the moment is here, right? We talked about that earlier last night about how the Oilers' moment is now, and it's our chance to clutch up and do something special, and here we go with 17 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the Carolina Rangers game. We have got our chance to just sit back, watch some playoff hockey first off, and then secondarily to that, get ready for Edmonton Oilers playoff hockey for the first time. I doubt many of you remember the date, May 10th, 2017, the Oilers lost to the Ducks in Game 7. It's been a long time since then. We've lost a lot of great Oilers since then. And of course, now it's our time to shine. How good does that feel? So, Connor McDavid back in the playoffs for his second time in his career. Same with Leon Draisaitl, same with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and pretty much the rest of the gang except for the newer additions like James Neal, Mike Smith, and you could say like a guy like Josh Archibald too. So let's get this going. That storm was actually in the morning and twice I almost got struck. What, Matt? Ooh, that's not good. And John's doing fine. He keeps getting show the game. Yes, sirree. Ray Bro, that's what we will go through a lot in tonight's stream. So ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder for you, those that are in this early, leave a like on the stream. If you're new to the channel and you're going to hit here and stick around a while, I encourage you to consider subscribing. But I think I'm speaking to 13 people that are all relatively subscribers to the channel. And the other side too is just the people that'll be yelling show the game. Let them be. I understand it. I've gotten it a lot over the course of my career here live streaming on YouTube, so it'll be all good. It'll all be great and we'll be fine. James, are the Coyotes beating Nashville? That would be fantastic. I think, you know what? Big thing is get the Coyotes some spotlight, right? Get the Coyotes into the first round. At least let them have a moment to succeed because the Coyotes desperately need things to start getting going. No spoilers, no toxicity, and just have fun. You know what? Don't be yelling at each other. Keep it cool. And honestly, spoilers aren't the worst. Now that I'm in real time, I shouldn't be spoiling anything. I should be in real time, and everybody else will get to react as soon as they see it on their TVs or hear it out of my mouth. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be dandy. It's going to be a long afternoon. It's going to be a hot afternoon because the storm cleared up, and now it's getting hot outside. So that's going to be fun and interesting to see as well. The Rangers trying to desperately get back into this game, but they can't hit the net to save their life. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you're ready. I don't know if I'm ready, but maybe right now let's get some score predictions going. We've got still another 50 minutes to kill before the Oilers get on the ice ready for hockey today. So now, obviously, be a good time to get some stuff in the chat. The other side note too is if you're just tuning into the chat and you haven't seen the warning, there is a warning that the slow mode is on. Every 12 seconds you'll be able to send a message. I kind of trimmed that up so as we could make sure spamming isn't quite a thing during the playoffs as it was in the regular season. I know I'm in Arizona. I have Cardinals season tickets and got to about 10 Coyotes games. James, that's fantastic. 10 Coyotes games and that probably only cost you $300. Realistically speaking, right? 300 American though. That's the thing. So, Vincent, you're going with 4-2 Oilers. I'm thinking if the Oilers get a couple power plays and the Oilers get a chance to get the job done, the Oilers can probably take it at least with 3 goals in the pocket, right? 3-2, 4-2. That'd be a pretty comfortable score, and I think we'd all be pretty happy with that, especially considering we're not expecting a blowout, right? Obviously, take Chicago lightly. We're in trouble, so I don't think we're expecting a full blowout, but at the same rate, I don't think I'm expecting Chicago to be absolutely stellar by any means either. So 4-2, if we sneak 4 by Crawford, that'd be pretty good, especially if Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, they're all doing what they can do and take the puck to the net and get the job done. So Bryson, welcome in. You're ready to go, guys. This is going to be the fun part of the chat here on the live streams tonight, or this afternoon. I'm going to have to remember it's this afternoon. Everybody's going to be coming in just saying let's go and letting it rip because it is playoff time. Guys, if you haven't already, drop that like on the stream. Let's get this stream getting hot right before about 12:30, right? Before 12:30 when I originally had it scheduled. Let's get it hot. Let's get it going. And let's try and get people in here as fast as humanly possible. So looks like refs are going to be strict. Let's see how the Oilers perform with the power play. That's exactly, you know what, if Connor McDavid's moving his feet, Leon Draisaitl's moving his feet, and of course the other guys, if you've got Gaetan Haas or Joakim Nygard in there, if they're moving their feet, we should be good, we should be dandy, we should be gold, that is for sure. So let me just quickly check some stats here. Bingo, bingo, bingo. I wanted to get a pregame up this morning. Didn't get a chance just based on the Oilers not releasing their lines or anything. But you know what? Getting that news out about, of course, Markus Niemelainen and the Oilers' third-round pick, and that's where I should transition over to sharing a link with you. If you missed out on that, give it a watch, give it a like, and definitely make sure you're up to date on the Oilers news today. Oilers news today. And you know what's funny? This suit fit a lot better in the regular season than it does now, that's for sure. Joanne, you're going with the Oilers all the way. I don't blame you. That's what I'm hoping for. Oilers to the Stanley Cup, and away we go. That would be dandy for sure. Our young players look like they're getting a lot better. Big test for them today. Absolutely, Vincent. Tonight, or today, tomorrow, or today, Monday, and Wednesday is the biggest test we've had for our young guys in a while. And Raybro, Seabrook is out. We might have an advantage against the Hawks. I think the big thing is it depends on how Duncan Keith performs, right? He's the leader on the back end there. If we can crack Duncan Keith a couple times this game, I think the Oilers win it handily. If not, we just have to grind out, score a couple greasy goals, and good to go. Because what is it, Dahan and who's the other guy on the Blackhawks? Second pair. They're legit for a second pair in the NHL, so we have to be careful of them as well. Epic Jack, welcome in. And I want to be a sports broadcaster. James, you know what? Start on YouTube. Start talking sports on YouTube. It's a good start to get going, that's for sure. And Bryson, you're either feeling 3-1 or 4-1 for the Oilers. Here we go, right? I don't think any of us are expecting the Oilers not to score at least a good chunk of goals, that's for sure. And my buddy, Cold Lake Kid, watching from the campsite up there in northeastern Alberta this evening or afternoon. See, it's going to take me some time to get used to that one. Go Oil Go, yeah. You know what? He gets to watch the game. He's got the link and he's got the chance to show it up on the projector. Of course, that's a good old family get together to watch the Oilers game, and that's going to be the interesting part. How many people are watching it at the campsite tonight? That is the weird part, right? Never during an Oilers season do you regularly get to watch the game from the campsite, and a lot of people get to do that today. So appreciate everybody if you are tuning in from the campsite or the road or wherever you are. That is the crazy part about it. So definitely during the first period we'll kind of play the where you're tuning in from game for sure. And Yoxic, the EA Sports NHL 20 did a simulation and the Oilers won the cup in NHL 20. Yes, they did. I saw that tweeted out, and that is fantastic because you know what? Bodes well. Maybe a curse, but we'll find out. Chicago was good a couple of years back, but they're not really good anymore. They are good and they aren't good. That's kind of the problem with them. In certain tones they are good, certain tones they aren't good, and you have to wonder about them, that's for sure. Do I think the Lightning will get in instead of the Capitals? What do you mean get in? The Lightning and Capitals are both teams that are in the play-in. No, the Lightning aren't in the play-in, are they? Hold on, let me see what the playoff matchups are here. Out in the East, out in the East. Yeah, no, it's so the Lightning are in for sure. So it's a matter of whatever seeding they get. I guess that would be it. And Subban has been terrible, so if Crawford has a bad game, love to see him want to impact. Heard Nuge is moving up. Yes, Nuge is moving up to the first line, so it's going to be interesting to see what he does. And am I saying if life's journey yours was between the refrigerator and your computer as to why your suit's a little tight? I'm not sure. I honestly haven't gained any weight or anything. I've actually lost like 5 pounds since the last time I was up in Cold Lake, but I don't know, maybe I gained 5 pounds since the last time I wore the suit, and even though I've lost 5 pounds, that's only making up for a difference of 10 pounds, right? Epic, you're going with 4-2. You're for real, just chilling, having fun. I admire your grind and hope your hard work pays off. Well, James, tonight we start making it pay off, that's for sure. This afternoon's gonna be absolutely a celebration of everything we've done. Another penalty coming up in the Rangers and Hurricanes game. My goodness, that's probably penalty call number 15 of the game for just the Rangers against. Like, it's been insane for sure. And we also need to take into account the hot start we had earlier this year. We've had a 4-month break. We don't even know how ready McDavid, Draisaitl, and Neal will be. That's the other side too, right? Neal is a big X factor when it comes to how much he could make a difference based on being fully healthy. Oilers 2-1 Blackhawks, or Oilers 2 Blackhawks 1 final in OT. Husky, my heart's not prepared for that. Although let me tell you what happens on YouTube when overtime happens, the views go absolutely insane. So we wouldn't mind having about 250 people in here for overtime. That would not be a bother to me at all. It's 2-1 Canes and Rangers. Yes, sirree, it is. So let me throw you guys an ad quickly and just quickly start getting the stats up and ready to go, because that's one thing I love sharing with you guys, kind of the insanity of how much playoff hockey and hockey in general means to the hockey fan base on YouTube. As we're 18 minutes into this hour, we've already had 68 views this hour on Dolynny TV. By standards, that is absolutely insane. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't dropped a like yet, let's make sure to do that, because we've got 10:53 to go in the Hurricanes-Rangers game. I need the Hurricanes to bury about 2 more goals, so there's no way this game goes to overtime, and we can get the job done and started at 1 p.m. today. And James, do I go to Oilers games? I've gone to 1, 2, 3, 4 this season, I believe. I went Dallas Stars November 17th, and then sometime in January against the Flames, and then the next week against the Coyotes. So maybe only 3, and then I went to 2 other NHL games this year, both being Flames games against the Bruins and Blackhawks. So, well, I need to up my Oilers game count for each year, but problem is, the old QE2 is not a forgiving road when you aren't exactly the best winter driver, so I don't want to be driving that at 10:30 at night. You get what I mean? So the old Saturday 1 p.m. games, maybe that has to be my tradition on next season, but then again, that would mean I'm not here live streaming, getting it going, and that sucks as well. So we'll figure it out. But ladies and gentlemen, the time just keeps getting closer. Time keeps slipping, and we're getting that much closer to Edmonton Oilers hockey with every second moving away. While we wait to see who starts today's game for the Oilers, Jason Gregor tweets, Mike Smith's career save percentage in the Stanley Cup playoffs is .938. That is best in history among goalies with at least 10 games played. Does Tippett go with experience or Koskinen, who would be making his first post-game start? That is the question. Louis DePrusk playing for keeps in an hour. Game time 1 p.m. on Sportsnet, and just as I had requested, yes sirree, the Carolina Hurricanes score an important goal. It's 3-1 for the Canes, and oh my goodness, that is huge for us. James, you were able to catch a Hawks Colorado game, and actually I have a buddy that is a very good Colorado Avalanche fan, and I'm hoping us Oilers can play the Colorado Avalanche at some point in this playoffs. That would make for one heck of a series, and that would make for me having a co-star, that's for sure. So, you excited? I think I am. It's going to be one nutty quest for the cup, and we get to start it at 1 o'clock. That's the thing. I'm just going to get all hyped up about that 1 o'clock start because there is no way that we don't go take this Stanley Cup this year. This is our moment now, and there we go. Carolina Hurricanes robbed there by Henrik Lundqvist, and the Rangers back the other way. 8:46 to go. I was worried this game wouldn't get underway right at 1 o'clock, but it looks like the Oilers will be squaring off with the Blackhawks at 1 o'clock as soon as this game's done. 8:36 to go, and the Rangers having a terrible game here. Panarin out there on the ice now, and hopefully he gets something going for them, or else they're going to be in trouble against Carolina, who will have a one-game advantage. My friends, are you ready for hockey or what? That's all I got to say. If you're not ready for hockey, you better go outside, run around for 5 minutes, and go get ready because it is going to be one heck of a hot live stream when things get underway here in a moment. Tough one for Stahl. It went off his skate. Yes, it did. Terrible bounce for Lundqvist, but either way, make sure they don't go to overtime so we can get to our game as soon as possible and get things underway. That's for sure. So, just keep within myself, maybe have a sip of water here and get ready for hockey. Oh, that's good water. That is good tap water. The old rural Alberta tap water. Nothing wrong with that, right? Let's just quickly get some more tweet action from Twitter, as that's one thing I love to give you guys. Okay. Alright, what do we got? Lundqvist is still pretty good, so everybody's praising Lundqvist, and it's less than an hour till showtime, as tweeted by the Oilers Nation Twitter, which just recently got back their regular Twitter. And my goodness. There we go. We're going to be rocking, we're going to be rolling into what's going to be one heck of a game. I'm absolutely pumped for this, absolutely. And Flames and Oilers have beautiful arenas. The Flames arena is only beautiful because it is an old barn, and you love those rinks from back in the day. And have I decided on beverage rotation? You thinking sweet tea, lemonade, water, or going to switch it up some? You'll be doing lots of talking. Gotta save the voice, Robert. It'll be just the regular water today. I didn't bother grabbing an iced tea. I grabbed a Timmy's. Of course, you can't go without your Timmy's, but absolutely will be good. And yes, sirree, Tim's got the new hammer. You know, I was wondering why did he go with a hammer. Now I get it, Tim. That is an ultimate joke. Chocolate covered almonds in the diet ginger ale. How's that for a weird combo? I don't know. Chocolate covered almonds I think is a high win. My steep tea, 2 milk, 2 sugar was a definite win today. My buddy Mikey V got it for me. I was supposed to be live streaming from his house today, but just the situation abound today with my vehicle being out of commission and stuff like that didn't work the way I wanted it to, so unfortunately missed out on my good friend's gender reveal. That sucks because they're having twins, and I mean that what's better than 1? 2, right? So missed out on that, and of course missed out on live streaming at Mikey V's house. But hey, Rachel Troy's house, we're gonna roll it. We're gonna have fun, that's for sure. So yeah, welcome in, and of course, Curtin, welcome in. We are ready. We are rolling, getting set for playoff hockey here. We're 20 viewers deep into this live stream. 24 likes. So guys, if you haven't hit that like button, let's get that going. Let's try and hit 50 likes before this Oilers game gets underway. That'd be the way to do it, that's for sure. And then let's go out there and crush this hockey game. I have a strong feeling. I have a strong feeling we can end up getting out there with at least. So last live stream, the stream against the Flames, the exhibition game, now over 5,100 views lifetime on that video after just starting it on the Tuesday. I think we can outdo that, and I think we can have at least 6,500 views on this afternoon's live stream. So that is the other side. Tell your friends, get everybody, share the link across Twitter, Facebook, wherever you share the link. Get it out there. Let's get as many Oilers fans in here. A couple of Blackhawks fans, just so as we have somebody to balance our voices off of, and let me know kind of what kind of audience we can get today, because it's going to be one heck of a go, that's for sure. Jordan, welcome in. Aho with 1 goal, 1 assist this game. So far, he's factored in 2 of 3 Carolina goals. You want your stars to be huge. They signed him to that offer sheet deal. And he's clutching up in game 1, that's for sure. How did the Flames get the 3rd pick if Neil didn't reach the 20-goal mark and it wasn't even the Oilers' fault that the season was cut short? Curtin, I think they did some kind of averaging, right? They kind of, what's that word? There's a word for when you do the season, but that's it. That's all. So, ladies and gentlemen, hold on a sec. Hey, brother. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to this phone call made, phone call done, and mathematical projection. Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to. I'm not sure how that all works based on Milan Lucic's stats and stuff, but I know on James Neal's stat, it all works out in the end kind of deal. So, just quickly, let's get this going, as that is awesome for them. And now, Carolina, New York, 4:50 to go in the 3rd period. We got to get this going and done. New York can't have a last 5-minute comeback because that would be devastating to see them go to overtime and take away from the Oilers and Blackhawks starting at 1 p.m. here in half an hour's time. Wait, so if it averaged out, that means Leon Draisaitl got 127 points and over 50 goals. It should, but I don't know if they're going to actually average that out or if it's going to be just based on the current stats, but the projection stats are what's used. I was sleeping when they did all that math earlier last night, so I'm not going to get too worried about it. 3rd round pick, we can choose it in 2020 or we can go for 2021, so there's no real big rush. We can keep our pick this year and then give it up next year kind of deal. So, end of the day, getting rid of Milan Lucic, that's about as good for sure. Alright, so Trevor Bauer's a little angry at the old MLB today, that's for sure. There we go, Jacob Trouba, shot on, blocked there by Nakis. And we've got ourselves only such little time to go before this Oilers game gets underway and we get rolling into what's going to be one heck of a game against the Chicao Blackhawks. I hope you guys are ready because it's going to be fun and dandy. Owen, welcome in, and there we go. There's the 12:30 crowd rolling in for Exel. Good afternoon to you as well. As my goodness, are we set for a live stream or what? It's going to be a good time, that's for sure. Best part is, as you see the different surroundings around me, if you don't know what this means I am watching live as things happen instead of that 45-second delay, which means I'm going to be celebrating goals before you guys put comments in the comments section. And that, my friends, is the best part about this playoff run, is everything looks like I'm going to be here every single game, and we should be good to go for playoff hockey all the way around. If it was possible for a player to lose any consideration, it's a horrible game. One game gets you out of the heart consideration. All right then, buddy. Let's get going. Quickly just check. If you haven't had a chance to check Twitter, I'm going to throw a link to my tweet that I put out earlier today based on what I looked like in 2017, the last time I did an Oilers playoff live stream, and secondarily what I look like today for this Oilers playoff live stream that you guys are going to see. So let me get this 2017 versus now, as you got to click that link and go to Twitter and check it out, because that is one heck of a flashback to when I was starting out with the whole live streaming thing, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me that this was the way to go on YouTube. So getting a hold of Sam right now. Send that quickly, and there we go. RNH, long time no see, my friend, but 30 minutes, let's go, yes sirree. The Oilers, the Blackhawks at the top of the clock, 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, and we are ready to go for one heck of a game. Now you see that Sportsnet logo for the Raptors coverage. It's a golden Raptors logo. That is because we are the defending champions, and I say we because I am one heck of a Raptors fan when I get down to it, and I am looking very much so forward to the Raptors hopefully doing some craziness in the playoffs as well. They've got their seeding games coming up, so they've got a lot of games to play before actual playoffs, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be dandy, and it's going to be awesome. RNH, how's it going? It's going well. I'm getting a little bit nervous here, all right? I'm going to put that out there. I am getting nervous for this Oilers game today. It's been a long journey to get here. It's been without much warm-up, right? We didn't have a full March, April to get into playoffs. No, here we go. All of a sudden, we are ready to roll and get underway in the middle of summer. The first day of August, we get to celebrate the NHL playoffs coming back. We're the second game on the slate, the big game of the afternoon, and we get to enjoy what should be one heck of a game against the Chicago Blackhawks. Henrik Lundqvist making all kinds of saves here, that's for sure. And yeah, it's going to be good. Matt, you're back. Good to have you. I've been shaking since I woke up. Yeah, exactly. No, I get that. Game one starts in less than half an hour. We're 29 minutes away from game one getting underway. Dusty Broberg gets a spot, not in the lineup tonight, but Broberg should probably, in case of injury, draw in at some point this playoffs, just based on whatever the Oilers do. It would be nice to see Broberg get at least one chance, but I don't want to see Broberg get blamed for ruining a series for us, that's for sure. If the Oilers win, who are we playing in round one? I think it depends on the seeding of the top four teams, because we would play whoever the fourth team in the seeding games are. And there we go. The Rangers score with 1:54 to go. A shot from Mark Stahl back of the net, and it's 3-2 for Carolina. My goodness. Okay, this can't be going overtime. And Greg, you've survived on wrestling and Trailer Park Boys the last 3 months. I need my old fix. It's been too long. Come on, boys. Oh, it's going to be one heck of a game tonight, guys. I am so excited. And that's the other thing. We might have to play in the second period. What got you through quarantine without the Oilers? But I'm looking forward to hopefully just getting through today with the Oilers. Because I don't want to be pulling my hair out with a bad game. I think the Oilers are going to come out flying. I think McDavid's going to score a couple in the first period, hopefully. And everything will be right in the world, as right in the world as it can be, possibly. So, Robert, welcome in. Reminder, we have an accepting community. Respectful comments are welcome. And absolutely. And then, of course, you know, X-Snipes Gaming comes in here, and he just comes in and throws a ban at somebody for 2 seconds of messing around. So, Tim's got you. Tim, a little bit more lenient the first time, but that second time, you don't want to screw up that second time. So be careful, be good, and we will rock. So we're at 29 likes right now, ladies and gentlemen. If we can hit 50 before puck drop, that would be absolutely insane. So at 18 current viewers, let's get this going towards that whole 50 goal and get this hockey game underway in a total at 27 minutes from now. Sam, let's go Oilers, absolutely. Jay, you're stoked. That's good. Really want the Rangers to win this game. Feel bad for Lundqvist. No, you know what? Carolina's got to win it. I know I'd like to cheer for the Rangers and their stories and stuff, but I need Carolina to win this so as we don't go to overtime, so we can end this one for sure. I will use it as absolutely Tim, and that's the best part about having the DMs. We can make sure we communicate on that, and we can have a couple laughs in the background too. And do we know if it'll be Mikko or Mr. Smith? We are not sure yet. I think that will be determined right away here. In fact, keep checking Twitter, Tyson, because we're going to find out right away. Rangers are on the 0-4-1 forecheck all game. Is what 5 points vids, if you haven't checked him out, is talking about Stahl has redeemed himself. Thinking Koskinen gets the start today, but we shall see in warm-ups. Nice and chilly in the building. Ryan Rashog tweets that one out. And Trevor is ready, and we've got the Oilers roll call going, and it is looking like one heck of an afternoon for Oilers playoff hockey, that is for sure. I've waited 39 months for the last game to come to the next game, and here we are ready to go. Carolina on the power play with 28 seconds to go, and those Rangers trying to get this going. There we go. A little bit of a message. That makes sure we're hockey. Sweating, you're so happy. Not hot, Matt. You're sweating because you're happy. That, I'd say, is probably more due to heat, like I said, but that's fine. That's dandy. I just gotta readjust here, and there we go. We're good to go. And now Carolina's got to put this to bed, score a goal, and get this game done with 1:21 to go in this one, and then all of a sudden we'll be done. What does the 6 and 11 mean on the Carolina scoreboard? That is their seeding. Carolina is the 6th seed. New York is the 11th seed. And now I've thrown my camera all out of tune. There we go. Autofocus is a beauty. And we are ready to roll as soon as this game gets underway. Thankfully, that's not a penalty on Carolina, and the Rangers are in the mad scramble. And we get a little bit of excitement here in the first playoff game. The Rangers go get a line change. And yes, okay, Henrik Lundqvist is off the ice. And the Rangers have 6 men attacking. They're going to try and play this one up. 35 seconds to go in the Rangers-Carolina game. And a little late because I'm at work. But here, no worries. Noah, Saturday. You know what? Not everybody gets Saturdays off, thankfully. I've got one heck of a good job. And I'm here ready to go for a 1 p.m. start. That is the beautiful part. But we'll hopefully get you guys all going today. That's for sure. So, up to 153 views this hour in 36 minutes, guys. Starting the stream an hour early. That is fantastic. Thank you so much for tuning in already. Let's get this going as Sam is sending me that the Oilers are going to win the Cup via the NHL 20 simulation. The Rangers now with 18 seconds. And now 15 seconds bleeding off the clock, and the Carolina Hurricanes get it out to center ice. Artemi Panarin looking for this puck. 8 seconds to go, and Carolina looks like they have won Game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoff. Oh my goodness. Mrazek irate. They called the whistle on Mrazek. And the face-off to the left with 2 seconds to go. What a disastrous game from the officials this one's been. Look at that. He played it with the stick as soon as it went glove. They called it down, and my goodness, that is brutal. So, Carolina and New York have 2 seconds to go. They're going to face off here, and hopefully the Hurricanes win Game 1. And Oil winning this game, buddies, I'm hoping. Jay, the Oilers need to win this game. And you're going to see the camera's going to do some focusy weird things today. Just based on I haven't adjusted the lights above me. Hopefully I can adjust those sometime this week and be good to go. And we'll be fine and dandy. If I could turn that one up top there around, we'd be doing very good. There's 33 likes on the stream. Definitely, guys, if you're just joining, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, because you don't want to miss these playoff live streams all playoffs long. If the Oilers are winning the Cup, that means I'm live streaming every single game until the Oilers win the Stanley Cup. So, let's go get it, shall we? That's all I got to say is we've got a hockey game to go get, and the Carolina Hurricanes against the New York Rangers taking that extra few seconds to square down the seconds, and there we go. Carolina wins Game 1, and we are good to be good. And we are good to go. Jay, me and drinking on stream, I might have 1 adult beverage a week. That's kind of my limit, so already used that last night. So don't think I will be using that tonight or this afternoon or whatever. Plus, I still got to walk home. James, officials, brutal Game 1, Carolina, New York. Absolutely, they were. Ron McLean, Anthony Stewart, Kevin Bieksa, and Elliot Friedman now on my television sets. And we are getting set for the Oilers versus the Blackhawks now because, oh my goodness, that game's over and we are ready to get underway right away. So this is going to be one heck of a game, I promise you that. The Oilers should have a very good start. I'm expecting if the Oilers can start up 2-0, we're going to clutch up this game, no problem. I do not want to start down a goal. That would be a disaster. So hopefully we can come out of the gate flying and get this job done. Elliot Friedman, analyzing. Elliot Friedman, is that Joe Thornton or Elliot Friedman? I'm not sure. Can't recognize him at all. But you know what? He'll shave it off for some very good cause. And we'll be good. We'll be dandy. We'll be gold. And Manuel, what time is this game on? What time is it on? It is on at 1 p.m. I started a little bit early. I know, I started a little bit early. But I just had to get the hype going, right? We just had to get in, get going, and get started. So now we've started, and now it's time to get this Oilers game underway as soon as we possibly can at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Of course, we'll go through the anthems, and then we'll be rocking, we'll be rolling, and we'll get this game underway. Jay, don't do that either. Pretty clean-cut guy, I must say. as Kevin Bieksa is on the desk with Ron McLean. It's interesting they wouldn't have the angle. I don't know what they're doing there, but I guess based on the Sportsnet studio background, they are pretty separated. And there's the big goal there for Jacob Slavin, up over the shoulder of Henrik Lundqvist. What a shot. That is perfect placement off the top of the shoulder. Jackal, welcome in as well, and we're going to see a lot of names we haven't seen in a while. That is for sure. I'm excited to see you guys all coming on in and enjoying tonight's hockey game this afternoon. My goodness, somebody please put that in my brain that it's this afternoon, not tonight, and we'll be good, because it's going to be one heck of a long afternoon if I keep thinking it's night and then I go home and suddenly it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But I tell you, how hype and how exciting is that post-game review going to be here on Dolynny TV after we win Game 1 of the playoffs? You know what I've never done after an Oilers win in the playoffs? A post-game review. So I am very much so looking forward to that. That's for sure. Guys, a lot of you have joined in recently. Let's get those like buttons going and see what's going on. As Mike Smith looks to be leading the Oilers out onto the ice for the Stanley Cup playoffs warm-up. So looks like Mike Smith will be starting this game for the Oilers. And that is an interesting one for sure. We're winning the Cup, Jay. Absolutely going to watch NHL and NBA today. So happy, Manuel. I get that. Just saw the projected lineups. Oilers are home team, but on visiting bench. Yeah, I don't get how that works, but we'll figure that out, I guess. But I think they were coming out their regular entrance. I'm not sure how that one's working unless they're doing something different. I don't know, man. Just glad to have hockey back. That's all I got to say. Want to be who is starting, I believe, based on what I just saw on my television set, it is Mike Smith, but that does not determine anything for sure yet. Although I can tell you, warm-ups are underway, and we're going to have to probably use the old Google Translate quite a bit tonight. Mike Smith is starting. Why ain't Koskinen playing? Because Mike Smith has got one heck of a record in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Smith leads Oilers out of the dressing room. He'll start for Edmonton against Crawford in net for the Blackhawks. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Smith, your Game 1 starter unless something crazy happens in warm-ups. But I highly doubt it. We are ready for Oilers playoff hockey in half an hour's time, roughly. I'd prefer Koskinen. You know what? Based on the season, I would. But based on the playoff experience, Mike Smith is the guy to lead you. And at least, end of the day, right? The Oilers have 5 games. It's not like it's one game do or die. And you know you've got good goaltending in Koskinen. And he can steal you a game just as much as Mike Smith can. So I'm not too concerned about what takes place from here on out. But, end of the day, just go. Don't worry about who's in net for us. Don't make sure the goalie in our net ain't tested. Go test the goalie in the other net and throw as many pucks behind the goal line of Corey Crawford as humanly possible. That is for sure. But both are going to be great. You know what? It's not that both are great, because that's regular season aside. Both are going to be great for us this year in these playoffs. Good with either today. That's something I feel good about being an Oilers fan. Isn't that nuts? That going into Game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, for the first time in a long, long time, we feel very good about both options in our goaltender's net. That is great. That is a huge get for us. And you know what? It's going to be one fantastic journey from here on out. Koskinen stretching along the board, so it looks like everybody's confirming Mike Smith will start tonight. And yes, that's the other side. Mike Smith, guys, .938 save percentage career in the playoffs. Among goalies who have started 10 or more games in the NHL playoffs, Mike Smith is the #1 goalie all time in terms of save percentage. So that is what we have to look forward to in the Stanley Cup Game 1 playoffs for this play-in series between the Oilers and Hawks, starting in a total of 20 minutes from now. Whew, that's going to be good. And Jackal, hopefully no injuries. Absolutely. We're definitely not looking for any injuries tonight. I think we'll be just dandy. I think the Oilers are going to come out hard-hitting, unless there's injuries against the Blackhawks. That would be good. And you're going to watch the game, Matt. Sounds like a plan. Ladies and gentlemen, never feel bad if you have to dip out to watch the game. Watch the game, enjoy the game. Come on by for the intermissions. Won't mind having you then. New basement, Andrew. It's the same basement as the exhibition game against the Flames. This is over at my friend's house, Rach and Troy's, and they've been gracious enough to lend me their downstairs couch to make sure I can live stream the Oilers games in real time. Because you know how during the regular season, I was live streaming with a 45-second delay. Now, live streaming in real time. What's on my TV is on your TV, and we get to watch the same thing and get to talk about it in real time. That's for sure. And Emmanuel, I absolutely love bringing you the updates. Look at that. Gene Principe rocking oh my goodness, that hair is unreal. Gene Principe looking playoff ready. That is game on Gene. And that is fantastic to see. So, we're going to get very excited. Gene Principe with that raggedy mullet, and it is looking good. Now, the secret here, Kyler Yamamoto, 26 points in 27 games this season, 16, 7, and 4 when Yamo was in the lineup. Yes, sirree. What happened to my old setup? Andrew, I'm at a different house. This is somebody else's house. I'm not at my house right now. And Jacqueline, you're multitasking. Hey, that's be good. And you'll be tuning in for the intermission and watch the game on your TV. Sounds good, Ethan. Angie, welcome in. Let's go get it. Absolutely. Let's go win this game. It's going to be a huge one. Dominic Kubliak, kind of the guy to watch in terms of making a difference for the Hawks. Led all rookies in the goal scoring department with 30 goals this season. That was nuts. And Chicago has to figure out a way to contain the Oilers' speed. The Oilers need to score first. The refs are going to be crucial in this game. If the clutch and grab game is allowed, it will be interesting. That is for sure. That is the other side, right? How much are they going to call? If they call it like they called the Carolina Rangers game, the Oilers win this one hands down all day, as long as they're the ones getting the crazy amount of power play calls. If not, it's going to get very interesting very quick. But what I got to say right now, if you're just joining the stream, guys, we are 20 minutes out from puck drop. We're at 39 likes. It'd be one heck of a get to get up to 50 likes prior to puck drop. We're at 39 right now, so make sure to do that. As what was the difference that makes up for the latency of my old setup, James? The old setup. Basically, the reason with that is I was watching on the Sportsnet Now app, and the Sportsnet Now app delays things by a total of 45 seconds. So that means the live feed I was watching was actually 45 seconds delayed. When you delay that to YouTube, it's an extra 5-10 seconds. So I was about a minute behind, whereas I'm watching on a TV. I'm watching a cable television feed, so we're good to go, and that's going to be absolutely a fun, fantastic thing to have for playoffs for the first time in several months. The Blackhawks versus the Oilers starting in 15 minutes. Notification has come up on my phone. That's fantastic. And Joanne, hope the Oilers win. I am hoping the Oilers win too. Ozzy Mosey, welcome in. And honestly, let's just go get the Shawzy welcome in. And I don't know what the Hughes is. What is the Hughes? I don't know. We need Broberg to be a better, bigger version of Hughes. Yes. Hughes is Quinn Hughes for the Vancouver Blackhawks. Alright, gonna stay until my phone dies actually, Matt. That sounds like a plan. Charge it up, get back here for the intermission. And what was our season record against the Hawks? 1-2. But you know what? We had some good games against them. And of course, we were coming off of road trips when we lost both games to the Blackhawks. So we're not going to worry too much about it. And we will be good. We will be gold. Definitely at the same rate. If you feel like shipping out the link to your friends on Twitter, Facebook, wherever, copy the link. And let's get as many people in here as we possibly can to get this game underway. Because it's going to be one heck of an afternoon here on Dolynny TV. And Jay, thank you so much on the board with a $10 donation. So that is, my friends, actually what I have to do is I have to create a text graphic that updates every time a donation comes in, because I need to get, let me select font. Select font. Yeah, no, Arial's going to be good. Colby Cave Memorial. And I need to tone down that size there, that's for sure. Hold on, where's the size of that? I don't know if I can. Cave Fund. And so that is $3 towards the Colby Cave Fund now with that $10 donation after $2 the other game. So we'll keep that up here in this total fund. That is the Colby Cave Fund that the Edmonton Oilers have set up. I will donate $1 of every 10% of every donation we get. So $10, Jay, thank you so much. We're on the board and we're running. And now that's another total of $3 towards the Colby Cave Memorial Fund to be donated at the end of the playoffs. Now that I've got the counter, we'll keep it up there. And we'll be good to go. Thank you so much, Jay. And here we go. I like that they show the warmies. Absolutely. This has been good that they're showing the warm-ups for playoffs. Got to have some kind of content, and they are giving us good content to start right out of the bubble. And let's get this going. I don't think you noticed. Didn't know what? Didn't notice what? What didn't I notice? I don't know. But I just had to make sure I got that Colby Cave fund up there. That's $3 there. So that will, I'll donate that. And I will make sure to tweet out the screenshot of donating it once we do. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're off and running. We're at 43 likes. If you haven't hit that like button already, do so. And my goodness, it is starting to get hot in the house. So I'm just going to peel open my jacket a little bit. I actually had to find this gray shirt. It's been a while since I last wore this gray shirt, but I found it out there. Clefbaum, Larson, Baron, Nurse, and Russell Benning will be your D pairings today. It's going to be one heck of a thing because all 5 of the defensemen that aren't rookies, right? Ethan Bear is a rookie. All 5 of them aren't rookies at the playoffs. They are experienced of that 16-17 run. That's what we're not talking about. Only Columbus, according to somebody that commented on my channel today, only Columbus is the other team that has 5 out of 6 skaters returning from the 16-17 playoffs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this going because it's going to be a good time, that's for sure. We're going to get this rolling. There's 43 likes on the stream, $10 in donations already, and here we go. I'll tell you what, we're already at 271 views this hour to start off this live stream, so that's fantastic. We're going for 6,000 views on this live stream to up what we did on the 5,000 on that Flames Oilers exhibition game, and I absolutely think we can do it, no problems about it. So, Colby Cave Memorial Fund underway, and of course now you've got Nurse, McDavid, and Draisaitl having their kind of captains meeting. James Neal off to the side listening in, and we're going to be good. Late evening here in Germany. We were promised thunderstorms, but the hot weather stayed without rain. Guess Oilers will do the thunderstorming in the night. Mazara. How do I say that? Mazakari. You better do the thunderstorming with your feet when they score. That's all I'm going to say. I'm getting lost here. It's getting hot. I'm just going to take this off for a second. Move my neck around. Oh, those are vicious cracks. Or we're going to get rolling here in a total of 10 minutes now. We're only 10 or 15 minutes away from puck drop. And it's going to be one heck of an exciting afternoon live from the bubble in Edmonton as Chris Cuthbert, Louis DeBrusque in the broadcast booth this evening. And thank goodness we don't have to listen to Pierre McGuire, is what a lot of Oilers fans are probably saying right now. Honestly, I like Pierre for the memes, but it's going to be interesting to see how Chris Cuthbert does in his return to calling Edmonton Oilers hockey. Of course, he called that exhibition game, but this is playoff hockey here. Remember those old Coyotes uniforms? They're kind of showing Mike Smith against the Blackhawks, but this is going to be interesting for sure. Angie, you think Elliot Friedman looks like an idiot? Nah, he looks like Joe Thornton, and I actually appreciate it because normally when Elliot Friedman grows that big of a beard, he donates it for, like he shaves it off in support of a charity. He gets money raised, and he does fantastic things with it, so that's fun and awesome. Mickey, you're going with the Blackhawks to win. Well, I'm going to tell you, Sam's telling us, here we go. And from Bakersfield to Edmonton, there's a lot of guys that could make damage in terms of scoring that first goal. I've already texted Sam that I'm really hoping, especially considering the story we've kind of built here on Dolynny TV between the Bakersfield Condors and Edmonton Oilers, really hoping a Condors alumni scores the opening goal of this series for the Oilers. And of course, Bakersfield alumni, if you don't know, would be Leon Draisaitl. So if you're counting on Draisaitl to score the first goal, you're coming along with me tonight. And here we go. Let's get this going. Nicholas, you're loving the suit. Nicholas, I'm loving the fact that you're alongside here tonight for this live stream. Tomorrow, Nicholas, you're from way that way, I believe, if I remember. So it's been a time, but hopefully we get this going. And Tim, yes, if the algorithms flag an idiot, we've got an issue because that's about as far as we like to go. But as long as we're not calling each other idiots, we're good. We can call an idiot player or two or an idiot ref, but as far as we go that far, we're good. And 5 a.m. here in Melbourne, Australia. Well, I've actually got a friend that will be moving down to New Zealand right away here next year, and I'm looking forward to that. because I'm going to be able to make a whole lot of jokes about how's tomorrow looking. And that's going to be the best part of talking to her. That's for sure. So, TBH, I'm worried they beat St. Louis 4-0. Jackal, I wouldn't worry about that. I'd be more concerned that St. Louis didn't play a game. That's for sure. Hawks are going to give us tough tests. Nicholas, that's what we're worried about, but we won't worry too much until we're down 2 or 3-0 in the first period. Then I can set in the panic, but even then, I wouldn't be worried about it too much. Tim's up in Grand Prairie this afternoon. It's 25 Celsius and getting up to 31. Well, let me tell you, I can feel it's heating up in here as the suit gets it going. And McDavid's netting 3 first. Oh man, if he nets a hat trick in the first period, we'll take that all day. That would be absolutely exciting. You can see it's getting brighter outside, getting hotter outside because I'm getting darker because of that light behind me. And counting on Athanasiou scoring the first one, that'd be fantastic if Athanasiou scored the first one. Would put down a lot of doubters, that's for sure, and would really get us going. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a few minutes to go before game time. Up to 43 viewers in the live stream. Appreciate y'all being along with me today. And we are going to have one heck of a live stream. I promise you that today. It's going to be a good go. So, 45 likes, 47 currently watching. That means absolutely we can do 50 likes before the pregame or before the puck drops on the actual game. So definitely hit that like button if you're new to the stream. Let's get this going. Let's get as many people in here as possible, and let's get that Oilers hype up as I'm trying to stay cool in the suit. I may have to ditch it some way through the first period because I may overheat, but hey, I survived in that Oilers jersey, so we'll make do with what we have. And neither team was trying, Peter. That is fair. That is a fair accusation, as it is exhibition game time. I don't have anything to say other than that. Just a few kms away from Rogers Place. But if there was any legal way to be there in person, I would be absolutely, Robert. I get that, and there you go. Right there, I put the call out. We're at 50 likes before the game gets underway. That is absolutely insane. Thank you so much, guys. Here is to what's going to be a fantastic live stream this afternoon. Richard, I've got a couple bets on Yama, hopefully scoring at least 3 points. Richard, for your sake, and that is the fun part, because I know I don't want to advertise gambling on my streams, but that is a big part of the NHL playoffs, is all the prop bets and of course all the regular bets, the game bets, the series bets, the cup bets, and that is something you can't ignore because that is big business, and I'm looking very forward to hopefully my buddy Josh cashing a couple of his bets on the Oilers. Let's just say this guy might have convinced him to take the Oilers all the way on a bet, so that'll be good, that'll be gold, and that'll be awesome. So, Graham, welcome in, and Hawks Blues exhibition was dead. Womp, welcome in. And suit yourself, absolutely, Peter, absolutely. All right, that is a heck of a pun. Gene Principe would be proud, and the Edmonton Oil Kings going to win the Memorial Cup. I wouldn't be putting bets on that too quickly. I don't know when the WHL season will get back underway, but we'll find out as we are moments from game time. The last few commercials getting underway. Up to 49 people in the stream. Appreciate that. Why can't I see the game from the UKD? I would try either the broadcast networks NBC out of the States, or else I would try Sportsnet in Canada. But hopefully you can find a link. I know we've got some other viewers from the UK. If you stick around here, we'll find some people to help you out, that's for sure. So it's just about game time. Today, 1 o'clock, the Oilers get underway. 6:30 in Dolynny. Stephen, that is a way to do it. Jack Michaels is hyped for the call. I can personally tell you that. I can personally say, from my point of view, Jack Michaels is absolutely fired up to call tonight's game. So definitely get in there at some point today. Listen to at least 5 minutes of Jack Michaels calling his first playoff game since 2017. It's going to be a fantastic afternoon for Oilers hockey, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get it going. And I'll gamble, but hope many of the guys get at least a point a game, and they play a lot of games. Absolutely, Robert. That is fair to say. And what happens if you go to Rogers Place? You probably get turned around rather quickly, I'd say. And Peter, that would be a recommendation. And there you go. You've got David Amber and Brian Burke, and it looks like hockey is back on our television sets. We've got pregame highlights between the Rangers and Hurricanes from earlier today. We already know the story because we streamed pretty much all the third period. But you get to see a nice fence, and that's it. You can't get inside. Folks making deliveries say it's easier to get into a prison than get into the bubble. I could imagine that being true. Quite honestly, I could very much so imagine that being very, very true. So, my friends, The 12 to noon hour has come and gone, and we've had a total of 336 views on the live stream so far. I appreciate everybody that's stopped on by. The hour has come, and it is time for Oilers hockey to get underway. This is the hour. Edmonton Oilers hockey, that counts, means something. Playoffs return to our television screen for the first time since May 10th, a heartbreaking day of 2017 against the Anaheim Ducks. Today we get to write our new moment, right? This is our new moment in history. The Oilers in the playoffs for only the second time since 2007, right? Obviously 05-06 we were in the playoffs, but today we return with Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl at the top of their game, so it would seem, or maybe they have yet another gear to give us yet, and that would be fantastic if they do, because that would make for a lot of great memories if Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl go out there and crush it. So ladies and gentlemen, the best thing to do right now, if you haven't done it already, is to hit that subscribe button just in case you need to tune out. That way I'm in 1 click, 2 clicks away from you being able to get back into the stream without able to search me up. So get that done pregame, and ladies and gentlemen, sit back, go grab an extra cup of water, and let's get to this, because it's going to be one heck of an afternoon when it comes to Oilers hockey. Let's get back to the comments here for a second. Everett, you're living in Saskatchewan. Well, I hope you're cheering for the Oilers. You better not be cheering for the Hawks. Let's just be serious. And nice day in central Alberta. It's a nice day in southern Alberta as well. The thunderstorm rolled through and we're good to go. Heath, welcome in. Jack Michaels is a legend, Womp. Absolutely. He's come in and done an admirable job since the retirement of Rod Phillips way back when. And almost go time, Monte Carlo. Nice to see you in here. And Midwest Sports, you're a Hawks fan. Well, we won't ride you too hard, but let me tell you, we're going to give you the gears if you get going too fast. And for Axel, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Rogers Place Ice, your Edmonton Oilers. I'm going to take a quick second to run up and get some extra water, and I will be right back, because Oilers hockey is just about to start. Alright, let's do this. Shall we get this underway? Let's get it going. DeBruce, you left Edmonton in 71. A Hawks fan, Edmonton didn't even have a team. This is a fair accusation back in 1971. I have a lot of family, actually, that I've never met that's up in the UK. I'd love to get over there and go visit them. I apparently have one heck of a fun cousin over in the UK, so that's for sure. But let's get this going, because we're on the last commercial break before Edmonton Oilers hockey returns for real. And my friends, I am absolutely hyped up for it. You know what, my heart was beating pretty fast before I ran up the stairs. Then I ran up the stairs. Terrible idea, but let's get this going. Guys, if you're new to the stream, leave a like. Let's get as many people in here as humanly possible and get this underway, because the Edmonton Oilers are seconds away from returning to our television screens in playoff mode. Woo, 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 woo. Yes, sir. And now here we go. Chief, the suit is looking good. Absolutely, I'd say it is. It's my best suit. It's my, I don't know if I have it on the inside here, my number 99 Wayne Gretzky collection suit. She's a beauty. Bought it at Sears way back when they were going out of business in 2016. So it was a heck of a deal, and I scored a heck of a deal on it, that's for sure. And playoffs return to Edmonton literally and figuratively, right? The playoffs are in Edmonton no matter what, but the Stanley Cup, hopefully, returns to us for sure. All right, and yeah. Tim, I might just be, because it's getting hot down here, and I might just have to take it off right away here, but we'll at least let everybody get in and enjoy the soup before I take it off for sure, because it's going to be one heck of an afternoon. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying your afternoon. I hope you're enjoying the fact that Oilers hockey is set to return. And I hope you enjoy today's live stream, that's for sure. White, welcome in. This is Dolynny TV, and I will, as soon as we get ready to go, I will give you the old finger snap one more time and get this way to go. And sound kicked out a few times. Did it kick out a few times? Hold on, let me make sure all my connections are good to go, and we should be good as oh, maybe actually if I did that, if I moved the mic a little bit closer to my mouth, we should be good to go. So guys, just definitely if there's any technical problem with the stream, let me know. I will fix it ASAP. I do have the knowledge to fix it, so it shouldn't be too hard to fix it if you guys let me know in real time. All right, so here we go. They're running all kinds of ads, but it is what it is. Mick, good to be back. Tyson, absolutely. It's good to have you back as well, Mick. It's going to be one heck of a run. That's all I got to say is we are about to go on the craziest run the Oilers have gone on since 05-06. I mean, it's hard to top that one without winning a Stanley Cup, right? Game 7 of the Stanley Cup final loss. Yeah, the only difference maker there is winning the Stanley Cup in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup finals. So, gotta breathe, gotta relax. It's going to be one heck of a journey this afternoon. Of course, definitely there are other live streams to check out, and I will throw you a couple links during the intermission so as you can go say hi and tell them Tyson sent you over, because there's quite a few guys that are live for this Oilers stuff right now. John with Hot Take Hockey's got the Oilers versus the Blackhawks. 196 people watching, and Gravitas got 115 people watching, but we've got 47 die-hard Oilers fans in here, and it's going to be one heck of a go for us. So, begins August 1st. They are underway, man. Sportsnet throwing absolutely every commercial they possibly can, but here we go now. One more Pepsi Lay's commercial, as maybe today we will get hockey at some point. We'll get to the anthems and get things underway from the hub city of Edmonton, and what's going to be one heck of a game. I can't keep saying that enough. One heck. That's as far as I can go, and that's as far as I can get excited here on live stream, but it's going to be a very, very good game to go tonight for the Oilers. 55 likes now at 57, guys. If you haven't hit that like button, definitely do it up. And is there for real only 6 NHL teams in Canada? No, Jackal, there's 7. But unfortunately, the Ottawa Senators didn't make the playoffs. That's right. And here we go. Jordan, let's go Oilers. What's the score right now? Tin, the score is 0-0. We will see an update here on this live board. You see right here, if I get my finger, this live board getting going. My hands are chewed up from playing ball, but now, here we go. Hockey Night in Canada anthem playing. Sportsnet presentation logo up on the screen. Stanley Cup playoffs logo. And my friends, it is hockey time now. Of course, the pregame stuff getting underway. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be one heck of a ride for sure. Hard to contain the excitement, but I'm just excited to have real hockey back. Absolutely. End of the day, that's all that matters to me. Let's get those goal lights going early and often, because it's going to be one long ride to the Stanley Cup final. We got to score as many goals as possible. And puck didn't drop yet. Not yet. We're doing the pregame stuff, and then we'll be underway. I always blank out on how to call this, because I know a lot of it's the Black Lives Matter stuff, and of course it's also the fight against racial injustice. I guess that's how we put it. So they're doing that first off, and then we are getting underway for sure. McDavid is from my hometown. Happy to cheer for Edmonton. Matthew, there we go. Thank you so much for cheering for the Oilers this afternoon. And glad to see everybody staying healthy out there so we can enjoy the game we love the most. Absolutely. It's been fantastic to see what the Oilers and the NHL have achieved in getting back to hockey. Even if it is in the hub cities, it's fantastic to see us back to hockey and back to hopefully winning the Stanley Cup. So ladies and gentlemen, let's hit that like button one more time if you can. And let's get this underway as we are seconds away from hockey. The puck being dropped. Right now, the Hockey Diversity Alliance sending their message prior to the game. And of course, I can't hear a word they're saying, similar to how the Colby Cave tribute went early in the game. So that really sucks, but it just is what it is, and we'll get it going. Now, the intro going and honoring past and present heroes in the hockey realm. It's going to be a good go. It's going to be one heck of a run here for the Oilers. I'm looking very much so forward to it. And you know what? The wait's finally over. That's end of day when that hits you and you realize the wait's finally over. That's it. We are here for sure. It's going to be time to get going in mere moments. See? This is the tough part. I hope you're all watching your television sets, kind of not paying attention to what I'm saying. As I said, I can't hear anything they're saying, so I'm kind of useless right now, but you know what? Just let your television set do the talking for right now, and then we'll move on to the game in mere seconds here. And we'll be good to go. All right. So, 240 people live in Hot Take stream. That is absolute insanity. That is monster numbers, and that is hats off to a guy who's grinded a long time for that. Starting nurse out there on the Oilers getting a screen grab in this video. Got all kinds of tribute stuff going here. It's fantastic. Great way to open it up. Kind of honor what's gone on for the past couple of months, right? The past couple of months have been a crazy past couple of months in terms of the world. You know what? Everybody doing what they are doing. Pre-game. I've got no visuals. I've got visuals but no sound. So that's the tough part. But everybody from across the NHL getting on in this pre-game message, and hockey is the best sports hands down. How can you think otherwise? I don't think anyone can think otherwise. It is probably the hardest sport to play. Vince, football? No, football ain't the best sport. Whether it be soccer you're talking about or actual American football, neither is the best sport. Here we go. The Hockey Night in Canada anthem. On our television sets. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we have been waiting for. Edmonton Oilers hockey, the Western Conference Stanley Cup playoffs, play-ins begin right now. It is on your screen. Mick, thank you so much. $4.49, so let me add that up. That is an addition to the Colby Cave Fund. Let's go for $4, or sorry, what would that be? $3.50. Right there, we will add that up to the Colby Cave Memorial Fund. And thank you so much for your donation, Mick. And we are ready to go for Edmonton Oilers hockey here. Great Black Lives Matter film to begin the game. And now we get to it. Edmonton Oilers hockey live on our television sets. I've got Jerome McGinley on my TV set right now. That guy, Jerome McGinley, absolutely insane hockey player. Even as a Oilers fan, you have to appreciate what Jerome McGinley was to the Calgary Flames, to the world of hockey. Absolutely. Game on for the Bubble League. Ron McLean on our television sets. He's had an interesting year, as have we all. Ron McLean's still with Sportsnet after all. And it's just nice to see hockey back, Vince, absolutely. And now we've got, of course, they're talking Kevin Lowe. I think that would be about scoring the first goal in Oilers history. I think it would be. And Chief, thank you so much. There we go. They're coming in fast and furious now. 2 within 5 comments, 5.49, and that will be another. We'll go 55 cents for the Colby Cave Memorial Fund. You guys are rocking it. Thank you so much. Now a total of $4.55 raised for the. Hold on, did I do that math? $4.05 raised for the Colby Cave Memorial Fund. You guys are rocking it. Thank you so much, Chief. And you guys, hey, don't feel you have to spoil them just because somebody else is. But Gene Principe now on my television set. It feels like hockey. It smells like hockey. It must be hockey, ladies and gentlemen. It feels good to return. Thank you so much, guys, for all the donations so far this stream. And we are getting ready for what's going to be one heck of a playoff run. That's the only way I can keep describing it. It's going to be good. Didn't Gretzky say he tipped that shot? Probably, but you know what? Kevin Lowe scored the first goal in Oilers history. Credited anyways, and it is what it is. Patrick Kane drafted first overall in 2007. Yeah, they've got a first overall pick on their team as well. Kane, Taves won the Stanley Cup in third season together. First of 3 in 5 years. A crazy run for the Chicago Blackhawks. Kind of a dynasty, but there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Smith leads the Edmonton Oilers out onto the ice. Leon Draisaitl drafted third overall in 2014. A draft pick, very much so. An astute one that made a lot of sense now, for sure. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Connor McDavid, your first overall in 2015. And 5th season together and 2nd playoff appearance. A little bit behind Kane and Taves. But now is time to start making up for last time and go on a playoff run right here, right now. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl on the ice for the Edmonton Oilers. Let's get this going. Gene sure getting his bronze on. Gene is looking good, looking sharp for playoffs for sure. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for, we'll have the anthems and then we'll be good to go. Corey Crawford in net for the Chicago Blackhawks. It's going to be interesting to see what they think. Larry, welcome in. And yes, Smitty's ready. I think he is for sure. And now they line up at the blue line. The commentators are Chris Cuthbert and Louis DeBrusque. That is who you hear on your television sets, unless you're listening on the radio and you've got Jack Michaels and Bob Stauffer. We'll have a pregame ceremony, and then we'll be getting underway. The cup is ours. I just have a great feeling about these playoffs. So do I. Believe, you know what, everything that's gone on. The Oilers transition to being a powerhouse in the Western Conference. The Oilers coming of age with Draisaitl and McDavid hitting the early part of their prime. And of course, the late Colby Cave getting us ready to go. It's going to be absolutely fantastic to see what the Oilers can achieve here. It's going to be an emotional one, that's for sure, but we're going to get this going. And here we go. Diversity and inclusion. Ambassadors for each team. And we're looking good, as this is going to be a long ride to the Stanley Cup Finals. Here we go, Clinton calendar. Everybody talking about the people that have made a difference in the world for each team. The Royal Alexandra Emergency Department is who the Oilers choose to honor with their pregame ceremony. Nam, let's get started. Lots of teams, first off, honoring people that have made a difference in the world during 2020 and this madness that we've gone through to get here. 63 likes on the streams. Appreciate that, guys. And you know what? Ordinary people, extraordinary people. You know what? Stand up, listen, do what you got to do, because it's going to be one heck of a playoff run here. Take action. That is definitely whatever you can do to make a difference in the world day by day, do it. Never hesitate to make a difference in the world. I guess what I'd say, if I'm going to have any messaging here special on Dolynny TV, never hesitate to make a difference in the world. You never know what one action can turn into across the world as we get set for what's going to be a game of a lot of action, right? The Oilers have to make a lot of choices this game to win this game against the Chicago Blackhawks, and I think choice number one would be Connor McDavid driving the puck to the net. We skate for the cup and we skate for better days. Good, that's good hashtag too. Not we skate for Colby. That's what the Edmonton Oilers do. We skate for Colby. That is our message. Here we go. Let's get this underway in some second of time. This has been a long pregame ceremony. Hopefully it doesn't suck the legs of the Oilers. Hopefully it sucks the legs of the Chicago Blackhawks. Matt Dumba out to make a statement on behalf of the Hockey Diversity Alliance. And Connor McDavid, an 8-point night. I'd like to see Drake Caggiula wear like a -3 tonight. That'd be mint if we could get Drake Caggiula wearing a -3 for the Chicago Blackhawks this afternoon. Especially considering, you know what, it's been a year since we traded him, and now all things kind of come in full circle. And Drake Caggiula facing off against the Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup playoffs for the first time in his career. As there we go, Matt Dumba still speaking. Like I said, with myself speaking, I can't hear what he's saying, or else you'd hear it on my side as well. So that is unfortunate. I do miss, like I said, I'm upset, very upset. I missed the Colby Cave stuff, and this stuff just as important, and I'm missing it as well. So that's the hard part. You don't get to hear everything in the pregame or during the actual game. I missed so much during the actual game. That is what it is. So let me see if I can find you guys the lineups for tonight, and let's see what we get going here. As show of solidarity, you'll love to see it. Oilers back on the ice, and I'm not seeing any lines for the Oilers as of yet scrolling through Twitter, so that's unfortunate, but let's just see. Draisaitl line versus Taves to start. The Oilers starting lineup: Ennis, Draisaitl, Yamamoto, Klefbom, and Larson. And Smith will start in net for the Oilers. The current estimated pop for the Edmonton Oilers game tonight is 262 $6,900 on that. And that is absolutely awesome. So Koskinen the start against Calgary. Misdirection and goes with Mike Smith in net. So Mike Smith, who hasn't had a good go against the Chicago Blackhawks this year, will get the start and get the chance to turn that around in Game 1 against the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm not sure if Sheehan's out there. I haven't seen him on my screen, but we should see him soon. Matt Dumba now starting to look a little emotional walking through. You can definitely tell this isn't the easiest thing for him to do, but he's doing it and making a public message for the whole world to hear on behalf of the Hockey Diversity Alliance. And the last game I watched in Edmonton was Hawks vs. Montreal, Final 71. That is crazy. That's a long time gone, Bruce. And Matt Dumba speaking facts. I'd love to know what Matt Dumba is speaking, but there's the applause for Matt Dumba. And is he done? Or, oh, those are stick taps. See, I'm deaf. And now we will get the playing of the American National Anthem. Matt Dumba on a knee. That's going to be two guys to his side, Darnell Nurse and Malcolm Subban. And ladies and gentlemen, the anthem is underway. We are ready for this hockey game to almost get underway. Oilers win the series in 4 is my prediction. That's for sure. And I'm going to hopefully see that come true. If not, Jackal, Oilers in 3 would be fantastic. I'm going to just move things around here one little bit. Tilt this down. There we go. We should be good to go for what's going to be one long hockey game this afternoon. I'm going to do something to black out those curtains a little bit. But this is literally just phase 2. Okay, that is not what we... okay, we are not here to talk politics, my man. Thank you, Tim. And we are good to go. We are here to talk hockey and stuff, and I appreciate everybody keeping it to what was happening on the ice, not the extrapolation stuff during the opening ceremony. And let's get this underway, because I hope Oilers in 5 more hockey. No, I ain't taking my chances in Game 5. I want this to be done, because more hockey is 4 guaranteed games in round 1. If we get this series done as soon as possible, and it's going to be one heck of a journey to get it done, because now, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time since May 10th, 2017, the Edmonton Oilers get a chance to play a hockey game in the playoffs. Alright. Alright. No. We just aren't going there, Sting. We just aren't going there. So here we go. The Canadian National Anthem. We're going to have... Where's this from? Is this... Ooh, look at this. Is this Michael Bublé live from the center of Rogers Arena? Alright. Alright, let's get this going. And alright, guys, like, seriously. I'm not here for this. I'm not here for that debate. We are not having that debate in my comments. Done. Quit. That's over. We're over it. That's not my place to have this debate. I am not of that. There we go. Reconnection successful. And ladies and gentlemen, we are underway for Edmonton Oilers hockey in Game 1. Alright. Let's get this going, as we should be rolling. Corey Crawford, Game 1 in net for the Chicago Blackhawks. Mike Smith, Game 1 in net for the Edmonton Oilers. Alright, let's get this going. I had momentary internet blip, same as at home. I'm still in the same town, still in the same situation, but we'll get this going. Ladies and gentlemen, Game 1, Edmonton Oilers versus Chicago Blackhawks, ready to go. Corey Crawford, Game 1. There we go. I know that I'm back live. Draisaitl, Yamamoto, Ennis starting up top for us with Clefbaum and Larson on the ice. That means Bear and Nurse will be paired with McDavid and Draisaitl. And here we go. McDavid and Draisaitl, McDavid, Kazian, and Nuge. Blackhawks win the opening faceoff. We are ready. We are going. We are underway. 19:51 to go in this first period. The Blackhawks out of their zone. Puck down. Mike Smith out to play it. And ladies and gentlemen, how good does this feel to see Edmonton Oilers hockey in the playoffs back on our television sets, especially after what's all going on in the world. Here's Saad, first shot of the game, swallowed up by Mike Smith. A big save, and that is the first shot of the game. We are underway and safe, with Mike Smith making it the first save. Good shot there by Saad. Good spread across by Larson to take away the rest of the shot, and Smith ready to go with the big save to start this game. And my goodness, all right, here we go. The Oilers underway. They got to take the Chicago Blackhawks attack seriously. Connor McDavid's line out there now with Zach Kassian and Connor McDavid. Nugent Hopkins on the wing. Zach Kassian trying to push this puck ahead. He protects that puck beautifully, throws it to the corner. And now, let's get this going. Cuckoo, is the pairing, the third pairing for the Hawks. There's the back trailer, the shot wide of the net, Kane behind the net, and Mike Smith. Another save, another go. Sheehan in the lineup with Archibald and Athanasiou, your third line this afternoon. And that would mean Kara, Neal, and, of course, Chase on your fourth line. Big save there, and we're good to go. Connor looks like he's in the zone. Hopefully Connor's in the zone. Look at this nice little play there by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to get the stick down. That puck goes wide of the net, and they make the save on the other side of the net, and there we go. Riley Sheehan's line out there. The Blackhawks have won a couple of faceoffs to start this game. Another save for Mike Smith, who's making it look real easy out there. And this is good news for us. If Mike Smith's in the zone, locked in, we're going to have one heck of an afternoon as a bunch of Oilers fans. Let me tell you that for sure. It's going to be a good one for sure. And are you ready for hockey? Willingness to defend, I think that's a big key for the Oilers. And shift management going to be a key for the Chicago Blackhawks. As there you go, you had, I think, Sheehan crashing through the crease. The Oilers directed the puck on net, but couldn't get it going. So let's get this going, guys. If you're a minute behind me, try refreshing the stream. I'm going to say that, as I think what happened is the stream lagged out there for a minute, and now what do we have coming up here? Not good first so far. You know what? The Hawks coming out with a hot hand to start, and a penalty. First thing, Chicago. Too many men for Chicago. That means, yes, sirree, we are off to the power play. First thing, the Oilers getting it going. And here we go, power play underway. There you go, right? You know what? Yeah, sure, the Blackhawks looked alive in the first minute and a half, but guess what? They get caught with a stupid penalty, and now the Oilers to the power play. First thing, ready to go. Clefbaum getting it going. He's down to Nuge, who's going to go across, and there we go. Here's going to be our first shot of the power play. Hopefully that one's going to go back. Across to Clefbaum, Nuge, back down, and can't buy anything there. But power play underway for the Oilers. Mike Smith puck handling. 29.5% power play for the Oilers in the regular season. That was first in the NHL. And now Nuge across. He's going to direct this one down low to Clefbaum, who's skating in on the attack. McDavid backhand. Keeps it in the zone to Chiasson, who's going to go around the boards. It's going to find Clefbaum there, who will go back around the boards. And the Oilers trying to set up the attack here on the first minute 20 of the power play. Back to McDavid. Some sloppy passes here, but we just got to get this puck directed to the net at some point. They're going to go across to Nuge, who better rip this shot at some point. Come on, Nuge. Get this puck going. Shorthanded angle. I don't care. Just shoot the puck. Clefbaum at the point is going to go across to McDavid. A minute gone on the power play. The Oilers tactful. Starting good. You know what? They're working, moving the puck, trying to get a shot. There's like puck goal! Yes, sir! Either tipped in front by Chiasson, but it is the patented Nugent Hopkins wrist shot from the left dot. And the Oilers are on the board first. Hoo-hoo, yes, sir. Or was that McDavid? Was that Connor? Sorry, I saw the 9. I was just expecting, because it was on that side, it was Nugent Hopkins. But no, sirree, I got it wrong. Connor McDavid scores the first goal of the Edmonton Oilers 2020 playoff run. The normal side that Nuge is on, but it goes Connor top shelf, shoulder side. And yes, sirree, the Edmonton Oilers are underway. And that looks good. Look at that. There it is. The Oilers game on the television of the RV. And McDavid scores to start it out. Athanasiou in the attack. Archibald backhander. And oh man, what a chance there. But the Oilers can't capitalize. Connor McDavid gets us going with the first goal of the game. Beautiful goal. Number 1 power play. I told you in the Twitter sphere today, if the Oilers get as many power plays as the Rangers got today, my goodness, it's game over. Draisaitl, Clefbaum, 2 points already. And yes, sirree, the Oilers are underway with a 1-0 lead. 16:46 to go. Sorry, in that spot I always think it's Nuge, but I'll take Connor McDavid scoring that goal all day. As bingo, we got it going as the power play is back underway. 2 shots each, and the Oilers, oh man, that is what you want to see. You want to see that Oilers attack good going, and that's huge. The Hawks ice the puck. 16:27 to go. And you know what? Archibald and that Sheehan scramble with Athanasiou, that was a good chance. But look at this. Athanasiou, Deacon gets a block, and then all of a sudden off the post, almost top shelf on Crawford again. I think we'll be shooting there a lot tonight. Archibald backhander off the post, and Sheehan almost pots it back in the net. My friends, this is exactly how you drew it up to get this one going. Archibald nearly got one, but you know what? He didn't. And Archibald, the guy that I think we're expecting big things from for this playoff run. But Connor McDavid, how about that? We were all talking, we're all worried about him in that exhibition game a little bit. And right there, he takes it, shoots it, rips it. Shoulder in goal. And it's a 1-0 lead for the Edmonton Oilers. Now it'll be nice to see what the Nugent-Hopkins, McDavid-Kassian line does here in this shift now. And Clem, yes, goal for the Oilers. It goes to Connor McDavid. Draisaitl Clefbaum with the assists. And it's a huge one for us as the Oilers underway early and often. 1-0. Hopefully, Nuge has his stash. Yeah, Nuge has a beautiful little stash going for playoffs. The Oilers here, and it's going to be a hand pass. It's going to go back into the Oilers side of half. And that is exactly how you want to start a hockey game. That was a gorgeous play by Connor McDavid to just walk down to the dot and shoot that puck. McDavid tripped up. Battled for the puck, though. Fair game. And you know what? You'll see a lot of that in the playoffs. And because it's playoffs, we can actually let that slide a little bit more than in the regular season. So here we go. Let's get this underway. As Chris Russell's going to get this across and back down. And now Leon Draisaitl carrying this one up through center ice. It's going to be shot on by Yamamoto back to the point. Shot goes wandering through and blocked in front. Yamamoto out there with the Draisaitl line waiting to get it going. And now Smith's going to go here. Benning's getting it going. And here's the beautiful part, guys. With the 12-second delay in the chat and, of course, being live in real time, I am actually ahead of you guys thinking anything that could possibly happen. And that is huge, that's for sure. As Draisaitl flicks this one backhander through to Yamamoto. Blocked up there by the Hawks. And now the Hawks kind of on their heels a little bit here, having to defend the Oilers' attack after getting that early jump on the power play. D, that's not good. Fix the scoreboard. What do you mean fix the scoreboard? I think the scoreboard's just fine. It's 1-0 for the Oilers. 15:50, yeah, so they're bleeding the seconds off the clock. I don't know what's wrong with the scoreboard, but we'll be good. As there we go. Game 1 between the Pens and Habs starts tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, the Oilers starting this one the right way, scoring the first goal of the game. 1-0 on a McDavid power play goal. You couldn't ask for much better. But we're good to go to start. How exciting is that? Connor McDavid gets going. And you're only like 2 to 3 seconds behind me. So that's the YouTube delay, which is huge. And is Sheehan in the lineup? Yes, he is. Absolutely, Sheehan is in the lineup. Kassian battling this one out along the board. Now up to Connor McDavid on the rush shot. Oof, just misses off the outside post. And Corey Crawford possibly with a save there. Connor McDavid looking dangerous tonight. That's twice he's walked in and done damage. Now this one's going to be off the skates. Terrible pass there, but Oilers back into the defensive zone. Smith trying to clamp that puck down. Kampf can't come up with it. And there's going to be a shot in front. Look at that. One-timer from 2 feet out. And Mike Smith makes the save on Kane. And that's back of the net. Oof. Dylan Strome scores a terrible one on Mike Smith. That one hurts. That was dumb. All right, that's the risk you take with Mike Smith, and it's a 1-1 game. Man, that was bad. He made that first save, and I don't know what he's doing to come out to play this puck. He goes out to play it and flubs on the puck. Man's right there and throws it right off him. Dylan Strome back of the net. That's a sloppy play by Mike Smith at best. And it's off his button in for insult to injury. 1-1. That is awful. Did he kick that in too? I don't know if he kicked that in, but that's a Terrible pass. And I know, yes, it starts with Kazian, but end of the day, you're not going to blame you're not going to blame Kazian for Mike Smith doing something that dumb, right? I don't think you can blame Zach Kazian as being the problem on a dumb play of Mike Smith. So Smith way too aggressive. I wouldn't get Mike Smith out. It's only 1 goal and Chicago has 4 shots. We have a goal on 2 shots, so nobody's yelling to get Crawford out, right? So let's not get going. The others just have to get this puck going up the ice and get going, and we'll be fine. And Sheehan's shot blocked. This one going to go to the point, and because Darnell Nurse was up in the rush, we're not going to see him there. Here we go. James Neal on the attack. Now you've got Jujhar Khaira and Alex Chiasson out there with him. 13:21 to go. And he's an aggressive goaltender. He always plays the puck. That is the risk you take with Mike Smith. I know, but 13:13 to go in the first, and this is not the end of the world, guys. This is not at all the end of the world. 1-1 against Chicago. Like, we're going to be fine. I wouldn't start the panic train quite yet. Although what? Now we've got a penalty call. Is it all starting to fall apart now? Maybe. Maybe is what a lot of you guys would say, but we're going to just celebrate the fact that Connor McDavid scored the first goal of this playoff run. We've got a penalty kill coming up. But we're going to be good. We're going to be dandy. We're going to be fine. Hot start. You know what? Both teams with a goal. Both teams looking terrible. And you know what? Thrill. That's the risk we take, right? That's what I'm saying with Mike Smith. That's the risk you take with having Mike Smith in net. And it's not by any means going to kill us. Mike Smith has won a lot more games by being aggressive than losing a lot more games. So we'll be dandy. We'll be gold. We'll be great. And the Edmonton Oilers are going to go out and win this hockey game. No problem about it. I don't think there's any room to panic in a 1-1 game. It's 1-1. This game goes either way. Smith has best save percentage out of all the goalies in the last 15 games played. Actually, loyalty to add to your stat, he has the best save percentage of any goalie that's played more than 10 games in the Stanley Cup playoffs in the NHL history. That's a fact. Super stat for you. And getting scored on right after scoring on a goal has been a trend this year. Hey, would you welcome different trends, or would you like to know that the Oilers are still the same team you know and love? End of the day, right? You'd love to know that the Oilers are still the team you know and love, and that's what we get to see right off the hop. The Oilers are still the Oilers, and hey, work it through like we did all season. We'll be fine. And Oilers will be fine if they don't get nervous now. Yeah, we'll be fine. Like, honestly, no need to panic yet. And here we go. And Verexel, why would we need to pick up a third pairing defenseman at $2 million when we've got Caleb Jones at .85 ready to fill that hole? There's no reason to add defensemen when we've got Mr. Caleb Jones waiting in the wing, right? Evan Bouchard, Philip Broberg, we're good. So Matt Benning, I believe it was for slashing. We'll be good though, and we'll get to this penalty kill, and that means we've got Sheehan and Archibald out there slashing against Mr. Matt Benning, and right off the hop, the Oilers scramble up the draw, win it, fire it down the ice. Corey Crawford out to play the puck, a little misdirection there by Riley Sheehan and Josh Archibald, and that gets the Chicago Blackhawks hemmed in their own zone. Duncan Keith will have to play it back, and now we'll have to get this going. As Duncan Keith's looking to make a play, and Riley Sheehan is just not letting him. That's beautiful defense on the penalty kill by Sheehan, and now you see he's just messing with those Blackhawks defenders. That's what we miss when you don't have Riley Sheehan in the lineup, and thank goodness we've got Riley Sheehan in the lineup for this one. As Duncan Keith's going to play this one down to Patrick Kane. The Hawks yet to even get zone time until 45 seconds into the power play. A great penalty kill by the Oilers so far. Josh Archibald still out there. Two guys cruise in on Kane. Scramble in the corner. Kubliak out to the center. There's a shot and oof. Ugh! Everything kills us right there. 2-1 for the Chicago Blackhawks after that puck comes out to the corner. All the Oilers rushed into the corner, and that's a goal right off the hop. They didn't get any possession. But look at this. So the Oilers all collapse. Like, that is rough. Nuge should not have collapsed there, but he did. And Taves left alone to snipe it on Smith with Larson. I don't know what Larson's doing cruising through the crease like that on Smith, but is what it is. And the Oilers make a couple silly plays, and here's the thing. I wouldn't be saying we're sleeping on the Hawks. I'd be saying we're making silly plays, right? Silly, silly plays, and it is 2-1 for the Hawks. But if it's time to panic, I'd say you better shut off the TV because you'll be shocked at the result. First goal on the power play by the Hawks. We're good to go. Here we go. Let's go get this up the ice and away as the Hawks turn that one over. And we just need to stop making silly plays. That's all it comes down to. Control our game. Play fine and you'll be good. We'll be fine. As that's simple. Silly penalty kill play. Silly play by Smith and it's 2-1. There's not much more to read into that, right? Nuge, I don't know what he's doing over there leaving Taves all alone, but they did. And it is just what it is you know what? Taves comes to play. That's the thing. We know Taves is an Oilers killer, so to be shocked by that, I wouldn't say I am. And that's the end of the day, right? You shut down Taves, you shut down Kane, and you score on Crawford. 99% of the time, we're going to be just fine against the Hawks. And 18 goals, 42 assists in 70 games played for Mr. Jonathan Taves this year. Another 60-point season for him. And here we go. You know what? Let's go get a face-off win and get this going. I think it's Draisaitl's line out there. He gets kicked out of the face-off dot. And unfortunately, Tyler Ennis couldn't win that one. And I don't know why you wouldn't have Kyler Yamamoto taking the face-offs. I believe he was a center in junior, if I've got this right. Tragically, I wouldn't say the Oilers suck. They're just playing a little silly to start. That's easily cleaned up stuff. And why is Mikko not in? Smith scares me. Well, you know what? One's Smith's fault and one's definitely not Smith's fault. As here we go. Chris Russell leading his way in. Shot. Well, it is blocked in front. Good little rush there from Chris Russell. He can't get it back in the net. 1:11 to go in this first period. Tipped in so it's not nicing in the Oilers. We'll go get a line change here. And you know what? Olimata leaves it there for Mr. Jonathan Taves, who just scored that goal recently. And now 7-3 the shots on net for the Hawks. That's all. End of the day. You think the Oilers get some shots on net, and this is a whole different game right away. Quickly out of the gate. Chris Russell. A little nice rush right here. This is a beautiful poke ahead by Draisaitl, and then you see him lead that rush, and he'll find a trailing Chris Russell who comes on over and just hits Crawford in the shoulder. And that sucks, because that would have been a beautiful goal if he could have just raised it a couple little more inches higher. It would have been 2 over the shoulder of Crawford in a 2-2 game. And here we go. Let's get this going. You know what? Honestly, scramble up a couple face-offs, win a couple draws here. 20 points, 22 penalty minutes in 49 career games for Chris Russell in the playoffs. Smith had no chance on that shot. It's going in 99% of the time. And you know what, Andrew? What doesn't help is Mr. Adam Larson coming cruising through right in front of the crease trying to block it. And tragically, if you're talking the Oilers are 2-player team, you're clear. Oh my. Oh. You've got to be kidding me. Was that tipped or was that just a bad hop? Are you kidding me right there? Oof. Oof. That hurts. That one hurts. That one hurts. Alright, that is the tough one. You watch this one right here to the top of the crease and ooh, wow. Solid tip. You know what, I can't even be upset at that. Being able to tip that puck, getting pushed in that zone, Brandon saw it, that is a goal scorer's goal. That is a goal scorer's goal. And I don't know, if you've lost all confidence in the Oilers because we're down 3-1 in the first period, I'd advise you haven't watched any Oilers hockey this year. That's all I got to say there. Yeah, you know what, down 0 for 1, but that's fine. That's a heck of a tip. I'm sorry, if you're upset with the Hawks scoring that goal, you clearly do not appreciate tipping a hockey puck. There is nothing but art to that tip from Brandon Saad. That is a beautiful goal. That is an absolute gorgeous goal. You know what? I think you'll see Koskinen to start the second period. I wouldn't be shocked. As Mike Smith getting beat up a little bit here. But again, 2 not his fault and 1 stupid play and we're down 3-1. Shake it off. Go out there, get it done, and we'll be fine, honestly. 1 game's not going to kill you. Yes, I know everybody freaks out about it being a 5-game series. But if you have Oilers in 4 and we lose the first one, still Oilers in 4, right? No worries there. The Oilers going to try and get right back into this game here. We just haven't set up a solid 5-on-5 attack, and I know that kills us every game, but get Dry, Yamo, and Ennis out there and see what you can do. Is now Jujhar Khaira is trying to create some havoc. James Neal, Jujhar Khaira get worked around a little bit there. 9:23 to go. Lego, welcome in. I'm doing all right. I'm trying to keep my cool. Because the second I panic, then there's no point in live streaming. Quite honestly, it's here we go. That puck flipped for a whistle. I'd be doing better if I didn't need a bathroom break. That's for sure. And White, if it's 4-1 Oilers, I wouldn't say that. Honestly, the way this one's going, I wouldn't say that at all. So yeah, you know what? The last two aren't Smith's fault again. That's solid goal. Guys, that is... I don't know if you've ever gone out to the ODR and had somebody fire pucks at your stick midair. It is impossible. Next to impossible, I should say, to tip pucks out of midair. And Brandon Saad, while being pushed by a big man like Darnell Nurse, did it. No problem to get a goal in the Stanley Cup playoffs. That ain't no joke. No joke at all. Alright, here we go. Let's get this done. Commercial break. I should throw you guys a commercial and get things going, because it is... if you want to panic about this game, that's fine, that's fair, that's dandy, but I don't think there's any reason to quite panic yet. And we'll be good, gold, and great. Not Smith's fault other than the first one. Exactly. You know what? Honestly, the Oilers... And honestly, right? So the first two are the Oilers playing silly. The third one, that's a goal scorer's goal. I don't know what you expect the Oilers to do different on that puck. A puck thrown at the net. Yeah, sure, there's a screen in front, but unless that stick gets a tip on that puck's going to the corner probably. So it's it's one of those, you know what, maybe the little bit of momentum kicks in and Saad was feeling it and tipped it, but not much you can do on one of those. And Damien, that's, again, I wouldn't say the first goal was a start of a landslide. I'd say the first goal is just stupid and silly. And they will do good. You know what, Smith, that's just a silly goal, right? That's just silly. What do you do? What do you do? So the first one, and then that silly play by Nuge to go into the corner on the penalty kill. There was no threat with 3 Oilers down there. And then this one, Brandon Saad jumping in midair to tip a puck that was going through a crowd of about 6 people. What do you do? What do you do? Straight up, you know what? Yes, the Hawks are legit, but just don't play silly. Play defense and don't be silly. And that's all we would have had to do on those first 2 goals, and it'd be 1-1 right now, right? There's no concern. And especially if we go tap one past Crawford here in the next 5 minutes, we'll be fine, we'll be dandy, we'll be gold. Let's go get this going. Archibald in there. That means now you've got Ennis going down there. Is Athanasiou up on the top line, or did they knock Athanasiou down the 4th line? I don't know, but looks like Ennis is out there with Sheehan. No, Ennis is out there with Draisaitl, so they're just going for a line change here. So here we go. Darnell Nurse carrying it in. He's going to direct it on Crawford. There's the old puck that bounced through, and there was looking for a tip, Tyler Ennis. That was a smart play there from the point, whoever fired that. Here we go. Let's go get this going. Darnell Nurse firing this puck deep. Good, good, good. Good zone possession. Come on, Ennis. Now you got Yamamoto out there working it. You've got the best 5-on-5 line the Oilers have, that being Ennis, Draisaitl, and Yamamoto. And they're going to work. They're putting the Hawks through the paces in their own zone now. And they're coming up with pucks. Pucks they shouldn't be coming up with, quite honestly, the way they're playing it. But this is working. There we go. Draisaitl's going to walk in. He's going to fire that shot. Oh, man. I don't know. Can't get anything going 5-on-5. This has been a heck of a minute in the Hawks zone 5-on-5 with Draisaitl, Yamamoto, and Ennis. And we just missed a backdoor tip. And there's a chance. There's another chance. There's a chance. And my goodness, guys. That is an insane sequence of a full minute in the Hawks zone. Now biting us back the other way. Big save, Mike Smith. I don't know. I got a little excited there. I don't know about you. That is what we're talking 5-on-5 play. If you're worried about the Oilers' 5-on-5 play, that one just missed Yamamoto's stick backdoor tip. He's a couple inches taller. That's off the stick and back. But that was a sequence out of a line right? Like if it's Nuge, Yamamoto, and Draisaitl, that's what we expect. But to see that out of Yamamoto, Ennis, and Draisaitl, you love to see it. Another weird tip. Oh man, the Hawks are going to do that all game. Mike Smith, another save. The Hawks now have 9 shots, but after that sequence, we now have 6. See, any concern right out the window, right? That's the Oilers. I think if we learned anything in the 1920 season, just don't. Oh man. What? What? See? Don't get too high, too low, because it always goes the other way. You get too low, they're going back the other way. You get too high, they're going the other way. Oof. All right. All right. I see how it is. I see how it is. Let's go get the replay on this one, shall we? As Adam Larson right there, Connor McDavid. And look at that. Just silly, weak passes. And what is Larson and Clefbaum doing? I'm sorry. Look at Larson. Like, I'm sorry. Larson, you can't chase behind the net like that. Not with Connor back there. And Clefbaum gets all kinds. Clefbaum didn't even know where Taves was. Didn't even know where Taves was. Oh my goodness. Yeah, our top D pair, and that's again why everybody talks about Clefbaum and Larson being such an excellent D pair. You can't. You can't. So now we definitely have to go out there and score a goal here. Nice little chance there for Nuge to try and chip one past Corey Crawford, but what do you do? That's just, again, silly play. Look at this. McDavid turns it over. Why? Like, of anyone, McDavid can't be the guy to turn that over there. And then Larson chases the dude behind the net. Yeah, you can't be doing that. That's, again, a silly play. Here's the thing. Let's get this going. And I'm already getting texts that the game's over. Guys, if the game's over, I'll shut down the stream. Clearly, I'm not going to shut down the stream because the game's far from over. We're 14 minutes in. All right, if it gets 6-1, 7-1 Hawks, maybe I'll shut down the stream, but there ain't no reason to shut down the stream. The Oilers maybe shaking off the rust. I don't know what to say, but the Oilers are far from out of this, especially if they grease a power play late in the period. You watch how much the power play changes things if we get one late in the period like we did all season, right? What's the old adage, right? Get a late greasy power play and the Oilers go out there and score a goal. That's the way it went all season long, so we'll be fine. Well, I am blaming Connor. Connor is just as accountable as Larson or anyone else, so if Connor doesn't turn over that puck, you don't end up with it in the back of the net kind of deal, right? So here we go. Let's go, Ennis. Let's go Yamamoto. And actually, in fact, hold on. Maybe if we get our moderator Tim in here to blame Connor McDavid, we'll be good, we'll be gold. Because let me tell you, when old Tim starts blaming Connor McDavid starts doing Connor McDavid things, and things start getting going good. Let's go. Draisaitl, Yamamoto, everybody just playing lackadaisical. That's maybe the word I'm looking for, lackadaisical. You've got Ennis, Draisaitl, and Yamamoto out there, and there we go. They get a turnover, and now Draisaitl's going to fire it across, or sorry, Ennis is going to fire it across to Nurse, and the new fresh legs get across, and there we go. Chason's in on the attack. James Neal out there, man. A fourth goal would be huge. Fourth line goal would be huge. Here we go. That's not going to be the case, though. They're going to fire it out of the zone. And the Hawks back the other way on the attack. Drake Caggiula. 5:10 to go, and man, could I use a bathroom break. Yeah, honestly, if it's 4-1 Chicago this early in, I have optimism that it's going to be a very high-scoring game. Like 6-3, 6-4 would not be out of question. Even if Chicago ends up with the 6, still 6-4, 6-5, I can see that. No problem about it. The way this one's going. Saving it for a bigger moment. I got you, Tim. I got you. That is fair. All right. The Oilers looking for a chance here, and they're going to get this as it's going to be turned over. Puck fired down. Nugent Hopkins out there to play that puck. Keith fires it across. And now all of a sudden off a hot stick, and the Oilers are going to get a chance. McDavid can't push it through. That sucks. That sucks. The Oilers really need this Kazian, Nuge, McDavid line to do something 5-on-5 and we'll be good. And again, Oilers, if you're yelling to pull Mike Smith when only one of these goals has been on him, I don't know. Mike Smith has been making some pretty solid saves so far this game, but the ones that he hasn't made, the Oilers haven't bailed him out at all. And definitely White, it's got to be 4-2 at the end of the period. Here we go. Nugent Hopkins, penalty coming up, and it's going to be a high stick. Looks like a power play for the Oilers. Looks like it's going to be a power play, or is Connor McDavid going to the penalty box? I think the Oilers are going to the penalty box, actually. That makes sense, considering they had possession. Sorry, I thought it was an offside penalty call, but it's possession, so I'm going to go use the bathroom right quick, and I will be right back. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. We just got to get this going. And yeah, Mike Smith hasn't received a lot of help from the defense, so to blame Mike Smith, I'm not good. But you know what? The Oilers just need to get some shots and get this going. Here we go. PK. It's penalty kill. Connor McDavid for high sticking. Let's get to it. Let's go get these Oilers back a shorthanded goal, shall we? Sheehan, Archibald, a shorthanded goal. We're good to go. Gavin, did I wash my hands? Absolutely. Don't you worry about that. I did. That's why the extra few seconds. Normally can run, but the bathroom's around a corner instead of just out the hallway now. Here we go. Duncan Keith to start the power play. The problem was last power play we held him off for 45 seconds. Sheehan and Archibald went for a change, went in the corner and cost us a goal. But it just is what it is. So here we go. That's going to be Kirby Dach out there on the power play for the Hawks. He's a right-handed center. I didn't know that about Dach. Maybe I should pay attention. Here's going to be the pass to Duncan Keith. He'll tee it up. Patrick Kane, side of the net, whips it on by. We got to get this going, all right? I'm getting a little hot, a little overheated, but the Oilers, I think they're getting a little cooled down by the Hawks right now, but don't worry about it too much as Patty Kane's going to misdirect that. Nice play there, and the Hawks really backing down the Oilers penalty killers. This is looking rough. Darnell Nurse, he'll fire it out, and there we go. The Oilers dead legs. Sheehan's going to peel off for a change. And the Oilers 3:38 to go in this first period. Minute 39 to go on the penalty kill. And actually, the clock is frozen. The scoreboard is actually frozen. I don't know what time is left. The Hawks taking this one around, and they're back end and hoping to start out an attack, but we can't seem to find anything. Chicago, 33 power play goals, tied for 23rd, but they've got one this afternoon against Mike Smith, and that one's going to be fired out of the ice, and that is 1:39 to go is what's showing on the screen, but that's wrong. And Daniel, it's not that Tippett's biased against Mike Smith. Tippett is biased. Tippett loves Mike Smith. Tippett loves experience. Tippett loves what he has, and that's why we got Mike Smith. That's 100%. But you know what? End of the day, biggest problem is just playing silly. Just playing silly. That's all it comes down to. And if, loyalty to your point, if people are making the excuse Hawks shouldn't be in this, well, those are the same people that said we're going to walk the Hawks, right? And I mean, yes, I said Hawks in 4, or Oilers in 4 over the Hawks. Clearly, I knew we were losing one game, so I'm going to be good, right? I'm not going to worry too much. We're going to be just fine. Even if it's a 5-game series, you can lose 2 games in a 5-game series and still win the series. I don't know if you guys realize that, but we could lose the first 2 and still not be eliminated. Just saying. But if you lose 3 games, you lose. Yeah, sure, 3, but straight up, you have 2 games you can lose. And if you lose the first one, we're fine, we're dandy, we're gold. McDavid's having a terrible game. I wouldn't say that. He's scored a goal, but just playing a little silly. Just, you know what? Defensively lackadaisical, and that's going to cost you. End of the day, that's all it comes down to. At the end of the day, guys, if you're new to the channel and you want to tune in to see how the rest of this series works out, what I got to tell you is hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss the rest of this series, because if the chat's already falling apart like it is tonight, you are not going to want to miss the chat when it falls apart when the Oilers win the series in 4 games. Let me tell you that much. It is going to be pandemonium, that's for sure. We're up to 7,753 subscribers, so we are trying to push for 7,800 today. I don't know if we're going to hit that, but realistic goal 775 wouldn't be bad. So if you're new to the chat, hit the subscribe button. Sorry I'm not watching the chat as much. Normally I have the chat up on my TV, but new setup, new ways to get used to. We'll get to the chat in the intermission and we'll talk all about this. 1:41 to go in this first period. And the Oilers just need to get something going. Let's get this going here. You know what? There we go. That's going to be down low. That's going to be Yamamoto throwing a hit. Is that Connor McDavid? Oh, it's the nuclear option. Connor McDavid with Draisaitl and Yamamoto. Don't know if anyone noticed that, but it is the nuclear option. Draisaitl, Yamamoto, and Connor McDavid out there. Shadow, appreciate that. Definitely, guys, should have kept Nuge, Dry, and Yamamoto together. Well, now we've got the nuclear option out there, so we'll see how that works out. It'll be interesting, that's for sure. And let's get this going. $1:20 to go in this period. Kubliak across, and the Oilers, like, they are just not in position. I don't know what they're doing, but we're the Oilers. We can do better than this. Absolutely. This is not your prototypical Oilers. You know that. But we just need to get this going. How do you buy 50-50 tickets? White, I think you have to go to the EdmontonOilers.com website and you'll figure it out there. Alright, so we're playing silly, but we'll be good, we'll be gold, we'll be dandy. He has scored 3 goals in 2017 playoffs. 4-0 loss versus Chicago. Nashville, okay. Alright. And we relied on our historic power play all season. When the whistles are away, it's no surprise we can't score. I honestly don't think that to as much of a degree. Because, I'll tell you this. You've watched Ennis, Draisaitl, Yamamoto run around the Hawks in their own zone. Right? So if we could just play tidy in our own zone, we're fine. Yamamoto missed a backdoor net tapper. That's not because we're poor 5-on-5. You miss those on the power play too, so I think we're dandy. It's just a matter of just go out there and play hockey. End of the day, there's no excuse not to shoot the puck. Hawks have 16 shots. Clearly, you can shoot the puck. And absolutely, loyalty, if you want to post the 50-50 link, you must be over 18 to buy, but you can post the 50-50 link all the way to go. Here we go, 33 seconds to go. And one thing I wouldn't be shocked to see, and I mean, we'll talk about it more in the intermission here in 28 seconds if we don't get a goal, but one thing I wouldn't be shocked to see is the Hawks sleep through that second period, as James Neal's stick breaks as he shoots. Absolutely the way it goes. Here we go, up the ice, Kirby Doc, if I can talk. 13 seconds to go. Tyler Ennis out there with Kyler Yamamoto and Jujhar Khaira to shut it down the rest of the way. And what do we got going here? Oh my goodness, that clock was messed. This is a messed up clock, that's for sure. Period's over. That's it. That's all for that period. I'll tell you. Simple takeaways. Stop playing stupid. Shoot the puck. Score some goals. And I would not be surprised to see the Chicao Blackhawks sleep their way through the second period. If this game's not 4-3 Hawks by the end of the second period, I'd be very shocked. I'd be very, very shocked. And the reason that is Tim, absolutely, the Oilers have to win the second period. The reason I'd be shocked to see the Hawks not sleep through it is you've gone up 4-1. 4-1 in the first period. How many teams in the NHL, no matter who it is, end up falling back a little bit, and you know what? All of a sudden, it's a lot closer of a game. And were they playing crowd noise over the PA? Yes, it's fan noise from EA Sports, actually. But, yeah. I don't know. What do you do, right? Do you move Ennis down to the third line? Dave Tippett's lines are going to be very interesting to see come this second period. And that's the end of the day. I don't think the Oilers took the Hawks lightly. They just didn't come to play. That's a whole nother thing in my opinion. They just didn't come to play a tight game. And that's my keys to success for this entire series were play tight defense. Don't play stupid, just play it straight up. Play it legit. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're playing the Hawks, if you're playing Calgary, you just got to play good tight defense. You'd be good. You'd be fine. And that's not what we did in that first period. I gotta kill this Skeeter. He's gonna kill me. There we go. And Tim, to your stat on Edmonton having 18 hits to Chicago's 10, what would that tell you? Dallas Eakins would tell you the Oilers were chasing the game too much. Dallas Eakins chasing the game too much. Can't hit. So, end of the day, panic time? No. End of the day, is it the best period for the Oilers? No. End of the day, is losing game one going to cost you the series? With the Oilers, more than likely not. Here's lesson number one of live streaming and lesson number one of doing Oilers coverage on YouTube in the past 2 years. What I've learned is when you count the Oilers out, they'll do the unexpected. When you count on them to do something, they'll do the exact opposite. So you'll be interested to see what the Oilers achieve here in the second period. That much I can attest to. I can totally tell you. It's going to be interesting in this second period, no doubt about it. And Tip's going to light into the Oilers. I hope he does. But realistically, I hope Connor steps up in that locker room and says, that one's on me. Let's go get it. Straight up. If anyone has to step up in the locker room right now, it has to be Connor stepping up and saying, that period's on me. Let's go get it, boys. And I'll lead the charge. That's what I want to see. You know what, Captain? It's playoff time. You've been crying for playoffs all this time. Connor's been saying it. Well, let's do it. And loyalty, according to Tim, the hits are 18-10 for the Oilers, in favor of the Oilers. So let me get the stats here. I am dying of the heat. I am actually going to take off the suit jacket. It's going to be maybe, you know what, going to the suit jacket in the middle of August, a dumb idea. And maybe that'll trigger the Oilers to go score some big goals here. We'll put that up, the nice fancy lining, that's for sure. So, let's get to the stats breakdown. Connor McDavid from Oscar Klefbom and Leon Draisaitl on the power play. 2:34 in, that was the start we wanted. Maybe we should have wanted to start down a goal, just saying. Dylan Strome, Jonathan Toews, Brandon Saad, and Jonathan Toews. All scoring goals. All scoring goals. To get those Hawks going, the Oilers took 2 penalties in that period. Of course, Jonathan Toews scored a big goal on the power play to even this one 1-1. And you know what? Not like Corey Crawford's had that good of a night either. He's still at an 875 save percentage. And you look at the top line, yes, Kazian, Nuge, and McDavid are -3. That is why I want to see them take the ownership in the locker room. Shots on goal, 16-8 for the Hawks, 16-9 official the hits for the Oilers on Sportsnet. I don't believe that, but we'll find out. 15-12 the face-offs in favor of the Oilers. And giveaways, 2-2. Takeaways, 2-1 for the Hawks. Block shots, 5-4. So that's about all you need to know there for your stats summary in that first period. But we're good to go. You need a big hit from Cast, fired up, absolutely. A big hit from Cast, fired up, big hit from Nurse. Actually, you know what? Let's hit up Mr. Is it raining out there? I think it might be raining out there. Let's hit up Matt Benning for a big hit. How about that? And I should have worn my Oilers jersey. No, I learned from last time. Don't wear the Oilers jersey in the middle of August. That is way too hot. In fact, I'm going to undo one extra button here because I'm dying of the heat right now. I don't know what all of a sudden how hot it got outside, but it is dying. So let me just quickly do a little math for you to tell you how hot it is outside. So as of right now, in southern Alberta, it's 24 degrees and bare sun out there. Oh, good to go. All right. Let's just quickly check my phone here. All right, there we go. Oh man, I just need to breathe. That's the key. Okay, I will be right back. I just have to go grab water and I'll get right back to you guys in a second. This is hot. This is a hot, hot day. Smith, all right. Most of those goals were flukes. I wouldn't say flukes, just stupid plays by the Oilers. That's all I got to say there. As let's see what we got going on. Paul's got 4-1. Rock roll. I wouldn't say Paul Smith. Smith has not been the problem this period. I will tell you that much. No. Whole team's playing pretty terrible, but Connor McDavid in particular needs to step up and take ownership. That's what I'm going to tell you. And I wouldn't be surprised if they start Mr. Mikko Koskinen in the period. And McHattrick, I'm going to tell you this. If you think the Oilers were relying on Connor McDavid in that period, you don't realize that Connor McDavid was costing the Oilers in that period. That's all I got to say there. As I would do whatever Dave Tippett feels is right. That's what I'm going to tell you. This period, do whatever Dave Tippett feels is right and we'll be good. As long as Dave Tippett feels good, we'll be good. All right, so let me just quickly look at this here. Is this kind of ridiculous? No, I don't, honestly, right? Is realistically, this is typical Oilers. I'm not going to deny that this is not typical Oilers. This is very, very typical of the Oilers to end up with this. But, reminder, typically teams that are up 4-1, and do I need to remind you about the Leafs being up 4-1? The old adage, 4-1's the worst lead in hockey, right? It definitely is, but I'm not seeing... Hold on, what am I doing here? I just need to check something quickly. What the heck? It is enabled. Okay, perfect. Alright. I don't know. I'm not terribly alarmed. I'll tell you that much, because as much as I don't want to lose game 1, I have the Oilers winning in 4 games, so if we have to go win 3 straight to do it, it's all good. That's the thing. I am not concerned at all, Brett, with a 4-1 lead for the Hawks, because the Oilers, they have the capability to pull back into this one, so we'll do it just fine. I could use some food, though. I'm a little shaky. But what I will tell you is if you're new to the channel and you want to hang around for some Edmonton Oilers coverage of the rest of the playoffs, and I promise you it's going to be a long time, not a short time, I would tell you, hit that subscribe button, leave a like on the stream, and come on back. That's for sure. And yeah, no, that's the thing. We've got a lot of ways to go right here on this cup win, so let's get going. Yeah. And Tim, that's exactly what I'm cautioning everyone against. Like, guys, if you want to jump off the bandwagon because of a 4-1 first period for the Hawks, great. But why did you even waste your time wondering about hockey? That's all I got to say. And Brett, my goodness, thank you, my man. $21 Canadian. Hold on. Thank you so much. Because of that, we got to go update the old big board for the Colby Cave Memorial Fund that we will be donating to at the end of the year. Into the playoffs. So that is a total of $6.15 now raised in honor of Colby Cave for the Colby Cave Memorial Fund. Brett, thank you so much, my man. There we go. We need a pick-me-up. How about Brett comes in here and throws some stuff around? We are good. Brett, thank you so much. And we are off and running now. Now any thought I had of, oh man, if it gets to 7-1 for the Hawks and ditching out, Brett's told me otherwise. That is the show must go on, ladies and gentlemen. And the Oilers will keep the show going on, that's for sure. All I got to tell you is it's going to be one heck of a second period, I think. And you know what? If it's one heck of a second period the wrong way, that's fine. That's fine. Because what I cautioned early on when we got this whole thing going, right? When we got told the playoffs were happening, bubble was happening, this was going, I'll tell you what I told everyone. I told everyone, win or lose, we have nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to be upset with. We have everything to be grateful for. Okay? We have everything, even if we lose in 3 games against the Hawks. And I've talked about this before. I'm not just saying this because we are down 4-1. I said that in last night's video, if I'm not mistaken, is despite everything that's going on, the fact that the Oilers get to play 3 games in the playoffs, if it worse comes to worse, amid the entire world pretty much ending for 2 months, that is incredible. All right, so just keep a little dose of what's happening outside your front door in mind. I know I say hockey's our escapism, but please keep that in mind, and we'll be good, we'll be gold. So I don't know why slow chat isn't working here. A little bit too fast here for my liking. And let's get this going. Shall I? Pop that. And let's go here and see what we get going. Gonna re-enable slow. And there we go. Re-enable it and save. See if that makes a difference on the chat stream here. And let's see what we got going. Mitch, 4-1 in the first period is not an L. You got to play 3 periods of hockey to earn a W. So just keep going. And Justin, where's Gagne? I don't think Gagne would be solving much for the Oilers. I mean, yes, the 8-point night, but that's very far removed. And now they're bringing in David Amber and Brian Burke again. And yeah, what do you say? Surely they start Koskinen in the second period. I think just for the different momentum shake for the Hawks, you would. But that's what I'd see. I'd see them just doing it to shake up the Hawks a little bit. And you know what? Maybe that was Dave Tippett's plan all along. Let Mike Smith go out there, sink or swim, and then throw Koskinen in if need be. That could be the possibility too. And rip, 6-5 Oilers. I've seen this story for the Oilers a couple times this year. I'm not too worried. And McDavid literally carries the Oilers. Well, McHattrick. Sorry to tell you, McDavid was costing the Oilers. So let's just put that way. Is without McDavid in the lineup right now, the Oilers are down a total of 1 goal, right? Yes, they'd be down the goal he scored, but you take away the 3 they've had scored against him, it's a 1-0 game. McDavid not on the ice for the Hawks. And I mean, if you're going to tell me 1-0 is game over, you're wrong there. So that's all I got to say. You know, gotta have some. I can't just have an echo chamber. I know we started off the game with some weird messaging going on between me and another guy. I'm going to tell you, I'm not here to just listen to Oilers fans pump my tires about the Oilers. I am here to listen to people that have other voices too. As long as you keep it to hockey, that's all I gotta say. So here we go. Still on commercial break, but we are going to get back to this second period very, very quickly, I tell you. And then we'll be fine and dandy to roll into a hockey game. And you know what? Here's the crazy thing. You'd think, oh, Tyson, the Oilers are losing 4-1. End of the day, I'm still doing crazy things. We had, on that first hour of the live stream, 580 views in the 1 o'clock hour. Guys, that is insane. I'll tell you, historically on my channel, I'm lucky if I get 120 views in an hour. So 580, that's a way to fire it up. And already this hour and 22 minutes, I've had 158 views. So thank you, despite a 4-1 game, for coming on by and saying hi, saying whatever you're saying in the chat, and talking. And Brett, thank you for that $21 dono again, because you know what? That's an extra $2.10 to the Colby Cave Memorial Fund, and hopefully, all in all, it gets me where I'm going with my plans for taking this stream to the next level next season. And Mitch, I think you can. And you can put whatever you want in the message there too. Here we go. What is happening? We had such a good start, Nicholas. We had a 1-goal start after the Hawks took it to us for the first minute and a half. They took a silly penalty, and that's the other thing, right? We haven't seen the Hawks get too silly this game. So if you see the Hawks starting to get silly, I imagine the Oilers start capitalizing. And that dry Ennis-Yamamoto line, they were dynamite in that first period. So despite what we might think about McDavid's line, we got a fallback line that'll take care of us, no problem. And we will be good to go. So the other stat I like to give you guys here on Dolynny TV, if you want to subscribe, you'll get these stats all the time, is the watch time. Because on YouTube, if you ever think about starting a YouTube channel, it's not about the views, it's about the watch time. And before Mike Smith gets set for the second period, he is out there, he is going. Let's just get to that watch time quickly. 2,300 minutes in the first hour of the live stream, 2,400 minutes in the second. That is crazy watch time here on Dolynny TV, I will tell you that much. Thank you so much, guys. Let's get to it. Mike Smith, a .750 save percentage. Mikko Koskinen looks like he'll be coming in at the sign of next trouble, which would be a next goal for the Blackhawks. As here we go. Let's just get this done. As what do we got? We got ourselves chance to get down the ice, and there we go. Hawks win the first opening face-off, and the Oilers just need to tighten up defensively, get a puck on net, and be good to go. But this puck fired in. Mad scramble in front of the net. Shot save. Mike Smith, no help. Pucks all around, and Mike Smith jabs at Jonathan Toews. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you want to see out of Mike Smith. He's down 4-1. But look at that slash on Jonathan Toews' legs. You want to tear down a guy in the playoffs? Look at this. Jonathan Toews in there whacking. Brandon Saad in there whacking. Jonathan Toews. Mike Smith takes it to him. Look at that. Nice chop to the back of the knee. And he's telling Mike Smith, watch it. Yamo tells Toews, hey, you watch it. You want to see me going. So here we go. We're going to be just dandy and fine. I don't think we're too concerned, guys. We're 16 seconds into the period, and Mike Smith has whacked Jonathan Toews in the back of the knee. I think that's the highlight of the period so far. And I mean, 16 seconds in, that's not a bad period. Duncan Keith, the rip save, and a nice beauty glove save there by Mike Smith. Let's go get it. There we go. Working hard down low, but it just seems the Hawks are wanting the puck a little bit more than the Oilers, and I honestly couldn't tell you why. Let's go, you know what, translate that anger into goal scoring, shall we? As we just can't seem to grab a puck on our stick. I'm not even going to blame the ice. Normally I'd blame the ice here. I just need to see the Oilers play hard on the sticks and go get a puck. That's all I want to see them do. This one's going to tip around into the neutral zone. New just spin, walks a guy. They're offside because of a line change. And 19:05, you know what? At least the Oilers are looking a little bit more engaged. They're battling a little harder, but they're not battling as hard as they possibly could, I don't think. Let's go. You know what? Let's go get this. That's all I got to say. Ugh. But I shouldn't have petted that cat to start the game. And then I touched my face halfway through the first period. There we go. Puck on net. Connor McDavid again. Just slow, lazy pass. Turns it over. Blackhawks back the other way. And Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane have done some damage, but Kane can't get that one going there. Now let's go. Kazian with the stick. Nice backup though. And again, we're blaming Kazian, but look at Nugent Hopkins. None the better. Now they're looking for an option. Waiting, and the Hawks can't get this. I hate this camera angle. Screw this camera angle, man. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Gives me headaches. Here, Hawks back up. They're moving around. The Oilers top line just not in it. That one blocked. Connor McDavid skating silly. And here we go. Zach Kazian away back the other way. He's got Connor McDavid with him. He's going to pass off to Kazian. Tipped on net. Shot. Oh! There it was, ladies and gentlemen. There it was. There was the chance you want to see out of the top line. Finally, they get a chance on net. That's how you want to see them play. Direct that puck, funnel it to the net. And that was a good chance on net. That was, you know what, I'm not going to complain there. That's about as good of a chance as you can get without scoring. Now let's go back the other way. This is going to be Jujhar Khaira, James Neal. I'm going to try and rip this one in. Puck goes out of play. Don't know how that puck goes out of play, but that was a good chance there. And let's just watch the replay here. I like the replay. Zach Kazian, smart pass. Connor McDavid tips it in. Nuge bats it over top of the net, but just give me one more chance at the angle there. Oh, Kazian didn't even hit that. And Nuge is just sketching in there and just flubbed it over top of the net. Rough go, but here we go. Top line looking sketchy, but they finally got a good chance on net. You like to see that? I mean, sure, it misses the net, but good chance down the ice, I guess I should say. And now you see Zach Kazian kind of try to redeem himself, but he missed that puck. Now you get the fourth line going to work along the boards, rubbing guys out. Matt Benning's going to rip this puck on net. Corey Crawford the save. That is what it is. And Andrew, if you're going to yell at Nugent Hopkins for missing that puck, I don't know where you were yelling at Yamamoto missing the puck early on the backdoor tapper from Draisaitl 5-on-5 after that good shift. Don't make exceptions. Here we go. 17:29 to go in the second period. Let's go get this, my friends. It's going to be one heck of a game. And Ennis going there, Yamamoto there. And have I ever played hockey, Jackal? I have never played competitive hockey in my life. It was just something I never wanted to learn to skate. That was my problem. I never wanted to learn to skate. I don't know why. I was a whack kid, man. Like, it's no wonder I have mental health issues, quite honestly. I'll tell you that much. Some of the stuff I did in my childhood, very questionable. Here we go. Draisaitl, Yamamoto line out there. Draisaitl, big man, beasting along the boards. He's going to drive this puck wide and get tripped up. They are not going to call that. And now what are they calling? They're going to call a hold. It's going to be good. Is that a PK? And there we go. Look at this. Look at this play by Draisaitl. Look at this. Right there. Up along the boards. Then the quick turnaround back down the boards. And Olli Määttä gets caught up. Takes out Draisaitl. And Olli Määttä will go to the penalty box. I was going to say that had to be a penalty, but it wasn't the back. It wasn't the front ref that called that penalty. So now it's the back referee that calls it. Olli Määttä for holding. In the worst case scenario here is a Hawks shorthanded goal. But a power play. And let's get back to it, right? The Hawks do something silly. They take a hold. They take a penalty. And now the Oilers have a chance to go for 2 on the power play. And make this, oh, dry, man. Like, come on, boys. Lazy. Oh, good recovery by Clefbaum. You don't usually see that on the power play. Now Chason's going to chip that ahead. Draisaitl shoots. Oh. Man, mad sequence. Dry was just a few feet too overextended and couldn't get that going. Now the Hawks back the other way. Big save there by Mike Smith. You like to see it. Let's get it back the other way. Draisaitl out there. He's going to get that one over. This one backdoor to Chase on. He can't get it. Bounces way too hard from McDavid. Now you get it back in front of the net. Nuge taken down. They're not going to call a penalty on that, are they? Nope, no arms up. So now McDavid walking in the corner. He flubs that one, but McDavid gets it right back. Back door! Oh, man, the chance. And where is that puck scrambling around? The ref keeps it open. No goal. Back of the net! Yes, sir! Leon Draisaitl. Big goal. And we are up. And back in it. 4-2 for the Oilers. Hey, you know what? I'll take the power play. I know we're making fun of the Oilers only able to score on the power play, but let's go. That is what we're talking about. She's a 4-2 game. And yes, so far it's been Leon and Connor leading the way, but if you're going to win in the playoffs, you got to have them leading the way. But now it's time to go get a 5-on-5 goal and show us what we got. Look at that. Beautiful. Corey Crawford probably feels like a bum for missing that puck with his glove, and then back around it goes. Back of the net, Leon Draisaitl. Ho, ho, ho. Is that not just a huge goal or what? It is a huge one. Hawks have 20 shots, we have 12, so by the time we have 25 shots, I bet you she's a tie game. 15 minutes to go in this period. The third line out there, shot on net. Athanasiou looking for it. Shan looking for it, scrambling. Now back down. Nurse gets it, and Archibald on the attack. We're back in it, boys. You thought we were out, but here we go. Oilers getting a goal, and now it's time to go get a 5-on-5 goal. That was a nice little effort there by the third line. That's about all you can ask. I don't know. I'm not sitting here relying on a power play. I got the power play goal. It helps. Now let's go get a 5-on-5 goal is what I'm saying, Loyalty. I'm not sitting here saying let's go get 4 more power plays and win this. I'm saying let's go get a 5-on-5 goal. Let's just show them what we got. As we're still alive in this one, ladies and gentlemen, a big, huge goal, and that's for sure. Time to do some push-ups. Mascot is fired up, as always. It is Hunter the Lynx. Hunter the Lynx. As that's a pretty legit name. All right, Oilers getting it going. Chase on, weird grip on his stick, keeps the puck alive. Now Jujhar Khaira lighting up into Olli Mata, who took the slashing penalty, or holding penalty. There's a shot. There's another puck bouncing around, and the Oilers all of a sudden have a little bit of jump in their legs. Oh, you like to see it, a little bit of pushing and shoving going here. Turn it around. Mike Smith thrown out of position after a deflection, but we keep it out of the net. Here we go. Oilers back on the attack here as Mike Smith making a couple key saves on that power play. We're getting going. And it's not about being a realist even. It's straight up, right? We got the power play goal. Take it. Don't complain about it. And go get the 5-on-5 goal. That's what I'm saying. My goal prediction was 6-5 Oil. I hope it's close. Well, you've seen 6 goals in 25 minutes of hockey, now 26 minutes of hockey, and the Oilers are back the other way with Zach Kassian on the attack. He's going to find a man. Hopefully he's going to get shoved down, actually. Zach Kassian gets pushed over by, who was that, Kelvin DeHaan or Connor Murphy? Whoever Murphy is on the Hawks, I think. I don't know. I should know the Hawks a little bit better, but I don't. Here we go. Let's get this going. Back down the other way, Kampf. Penalty coming up to the Oilers, and they're going to call that dead. Yes, sirree. Penalty kill time for the Oilers. Just all that momentum, and then the Hawks push back just a little bit, and the Oilers take a penalty. But Leon Draisaitl gets us back in it, and you know what? Now you know what? I've been cheering all game for a shorthanded goal. We didn't have a lot of them this year. Time to go get a shorthanded goal, and I got to stop shaking my leg. It's shaking the whole camera. But I'm going to take a bathroom break. I've drank way too much water and tea today, and I'll be right back for this penalty kill. Ready to go for another period of hockey here. Here we go. Penalty kill time. We'll get a shorty. If we get a shorty, that is massive. If the Oilers get a shorty, we are right back in this. I'd keep that, but I won't keep that. Roughing for Darnell Nurse. I don't know how you get a roughing on an odd-man rush, but we just chance this before a game between our rivals one overtime. Okay. There we go. Let's just take a second, breathe, relax. I'm going to throw you guys an ad, and we're going to get to this hockey right away. It's been one heck of a game already, right? You know what? Honestly, 4-1, you expected the Oilers to fold down. They got a power play, and that's 5-2. Didn't even have a second to breathe before it was 5-2. No sirree. That's back of the net for Jonathan Toews once again on the power play. That ain't just some kind of thing. Oh my goodness. That's all right. You know what? The Hawks have 2 power play goals too. End of the day, Hawks have 2 power play goals. So even, oy, that one's on Smith. That one's on Smith. You got to get over there. I'm sorry. That is what kind of goaltending position that is. Yeah, get Smith out of the game. Let's get Koskinen in there. Thank you. Koskinen coming in. I told you, next sign of trouble, Koskinen would be in. And now it's time to complete a 3-goal comeback here in the next 33 minutes and 28 seconds of hockey. Right. But I'm telling you, it is what it is. We'll get out there and get it going. And we are bringing in Koskinen. That was the laser beam, but that was... You got to look like Mike Smith. You got to be more prepared for the one-timer on that side than that. That's all I'm going to say. As now, you know what? Mikko comes in. And Mikko's coming in and he's going to make the difference. And Michael, the Oilers have not played a second with Mikko in net yet. So you can't say the Oilers are still playing bad with Mikko in net. Haven't played a second yet. Puck's yet to drop with Mikko in net. Mike Smith has a cut on his nose. In case you didn't know that. You know what? 3 goals not Smith's fault. 2 goals Smith's fault. And you know what? End of the day, let's get this going. Let's get the puck going up the ice. And there we go. A little bit of 5-on-5 jump for the Oilers. Puck comes out of the zone, but they keep possession. And it's not that the Oilers need to wake up. They just need to stop playing silly. That's all it's come down to, is they've just played stupid all game. And now only find themselves down 3. And there's a nice chance there for... Was that Draisaitl? No, that was Chris Russell again. Chris Russell with 2 nice rushes. Things have looked good for Chris Russell for this. Oh, they kept that on. Kept that on. Draisaitl hits Yamamoto in front with his shot. That was a nice chance for Draisaitl. Came right to him, but he hit it off the back of Yamamoto. And this puck back the other way for the Blackhawks. Big save for Mikko Koskinen. First shot of the game. Here we go. Let's go get this going. And Michael, it's not about making a clean play. It's just about getting down and greasy and dirty and score as many goals as you can. That's playoff hockey. I'm not here to watch the pretty play. I'm here to watch the Oilers grind it out, score a couple 5-on-5 goals, and get this game won. This puck... Oh, come on, boys. Come on. Come on. Every time I try to be optimistic, something just goes wrong. I think we just took a puck over glass penalty. Tyler Ennis took it to Drake Caggiula. I like to see that. But, you know what? We still got 4 games to go win this series, so I'm not too worried about that. But it's going to be, yep, directly out by Tyler Ennis. Oh, headshot by Drake Caggiula, though. On the replay, that is a headshot by Drake Caggiula. No wonder Tyler Ennis is upset. It should be a penalty kill, but I think Drake Caggiula might get head contact minor here or something. Yeah, no wonder Tyler Ennis was PO'd. Whew. All right to be. But I think Tyler Ennis, the only one going to the box despite a hit to the head on Tyler Ennis. So, till the penalty kill we go. Delay a game. Puck over glass. Where's the TSN song when you need it? That's all I got to say. 5-2 Chicago in the second period. 12:18 to go. This one's going to be fired across. Back of the net. No, it's not back of the net. Let's not worry about it. And here we go. Backdoor. They can't find it. Backdoor. Hawks press, and the Oilers penalty kill has looked all out of sorts. And we have our regular penalty killers too. That one blocked. So the Hawks are what? 2 for 4 on the power play this game, I think. Here we go. Back and Kane. Cross. Backdoor. Mikko Koskinen's there though. That's nice. That's what you want to see. You want to see Mikko Koskinen in position early. You want to see the Oilers get this puck out of the zone. And then again, just slow. There we go. Thankfully, Chicago makes a mistake, but slow passes have been the Oilers' death by 1,000 cuts so far this game. But guess you'll see what they do the rest of this game, I guess. 5-2, down 3. 3-goal lead's a bad lead to have in hockey. A little bit complacency happening. You can get burnt. You know, the Oilers got burnt by a 3-goal lead in Game 7, so we'll see what they do. Here we go. Everybody's scrambling around. Patrick Kane in tight, gets stonewalled by Mikko Koskinen and the Oilers. Going to come back the other way. There is Darnell Nurse leading the attack. He's in on net. Darnell Nurse denied by Corey Crawford. What a rush show to Darnell Nurse. A beautiful end-to-end rush, and Darnell Nurse almost lit it up for us. That would have been good to see. But unfortunately, he couldn't get it going. So now, the Hawks trying to carry this through the neutral zone. They're in on the attack. They've got 4 men deep in the zone. It's going to come out, and now Draisaitl a chance to poke this ahead. He can't get it going. But you know what? Nice little sign of life from Darnell Nurse shorthanded. That was good to see. I very much so appreciated seeing that. And I'm sorry, I'm shaking. I meant to eat more than I did this morning, but I couldn't find milk in the fridge. So, and being vehicle out of commission, couldn't go get milk. So, 5-2, Chicago. Yeah, guys, I apologize for the spamming in the chat. There's literally seeming to be nothing I can do about it. I've turned on slow mode. I've turned off slow mode. And I can't seem to change things no matter what I do here. So if I enable slow mode, go down to 12 seconds. There we go. Enable slow mode. No matter what it seems, I can't enable it. No matter what I do. So here we go. 10-16 to go. Oilers killed the penalty. That's good news. Darnell Nurse, that beautiful rush, that was huge. And now the Hawks back the other way. They've got Kampf. He'll fire the shot up and over top of the shoulder of the big Finn Mikko Koskinen. I know that's what you guys are chanting in the section there. Is Zach Kassian on the attack. And you know what? You feel for Zach Kassian, who's had an out of sorts game or out of sorts couple of games. I'd like to see him do something big here. Connor McDavid's line with Nugent Hopkins out there getting it going. And again, end of the day, you can blame Nuge or Kassian, but Connor McDavid's got to drive this line, and he just has not been doing it. Just has not been doing it at all. And if you're going to pay a guy $12.5 million, he's got to drive the line. Not that I'm not set that Connor McDavid's going to do Connor McDavid things, but at some point he's got to wake up and take some ownership here and start changing this game just based on his own ability. Can't have him out there doing nothing like he has been most of this game on that power play goal. Here we go. Let's go get this one up the ice in a hurry, and that's going to be nicely, like, just again, Connor McDavid, what are you doing? There we go. Alex Chiasson. He's going to play this puck. It's going to go into the zone. The Oilers get it there. Adam Larsson fires a shot, scramble at the side of the net. It's poked around, and Corey Crawford freezes that puck. So you love to see Adam Larsson ripping that puck right off the dasher of the boards, right at the net and getting that chance. That was a beautiful one. Good chance there. And a couple of big saves from Mikko Koskinen in that goal, though, on Mike Smith, the 5-2 goal to make it something hurting. And, you know what? It's all good. Let's get this going. So, we're sitting at 291 views this hour, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate that. Definitely, if you're new to the stream as we're on commercial break, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate you guys sticking around, coming to the streams. We've got at least 2 more of these. I guarantee you 3 more of these, and the Oilers win. All right. Guess it's just the Hawks experience, but we got to come along. No, there's nothing to the Hawks experience here. It's the Oilers are playing silly and stupid and costing themselves a game right now. That's all it comes down to. And yeah, I think just I don't know, Tim, if it's official giveaways or if it's just those 50-50 pucks that we have just not come up with. I think that's been the problem. We just are not coming up with any of the 50-50 pucks, and big chunk of that is we're used to Connor McDavid coming up with 50-50 pucks, and he's got to stop turning it over and just start getting it going. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say there. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Hot Take Hockey's got 226 currently watching his live stream. There we go. Let's go get this going. I just got to breathe, man. I got to get an ice cream sandwich into me or something in the intermission because I am dying. I don't know how I'm going to handle the third period. That tea is running right through me all of a sudden. Oy. Guy needs a breath. You know, it's been a hard game. Hasn't exactly been the easiest game, but we'll be good. Most combined playoff points. Pairs of teammates. 236 for Kane and Taves, followed by Crosby and Marleau at 243, Crosby and Malkin at 350. That's your active points leaders for this playoffs. As the Oilers working this puck down low, it's now Ennis, Yamamoto, and Draisaitl still out there for the Oilers. They're going to try and get some 5-on-5 possession going, as that's a nice flip, and Draisaitl just can't beat his man there, and the Oilers can't come up with that puck again. Ice cream sandwich, yes. Ice cream sandwich. I don't know how to describe it unless you don't know what an ice cream sandwich is. Alright, let's go. Draisaitl in on the attack. He's going to pass this one off. Cross shot. Oof. That one just deflects across, and Yamamoto, nice drag shot, but just a few seconds too long on that puck and couldn't get it going. So now, Alex Nylander, not William Nylander, the other Nylander brother, in the playoffs, gets a chance to play that one deep, and now Ethan Bear is going to fire this one back up the boards. Gets past Yamamoto. And we're going to get this going. You would have preferred the Flames in the first round. Well, I'm going to tell you, UV, if we did this in the first round against the Flames, I think we'd need to watch a lot of Oilers fans very carefully, if you get where I'm going with that one. It's the way this game's gone. If you're this concerned about losing to the Blackhawks, I'd hate to see it against the Flames. Now you get Zach Kassian. He's pushing the rush up the ice. 7:29. We need a goal here big time. We need to get out there and get something going. There's a big hit from Kassian. You like to see that, but again, Connor McDavid lackadaisical getting to the puck and just can't keep that puck in. Thankfully, Darnell Nurse playing physically, getting it going. Matt Benning out there. And it's 5-2 for the Hawks still. But the Oilers trying their best to keep themselves in this one, right? That's the end of the day. So Matt Benning can't get it going. Connor McDavid, he's got it going though. He's got it rolling against the boards all of a sudden. And now the Oilers, again, don't come up with the puck. Gotta get this going at some point. Oilers got to get out of their own way. Absolutely. That's, you think about that Draisaitl shot that hit Yamamoto. That was going back to the net. I will attest for that. I'll attest that for you. And you're way ahead of me in the game. How are you way ahead of me in the game? You might want to refresh, UV. That's all I'm going to tell you. You might want to refresh. If you're way ahead of me, you might want to refresh because you might have ended up behind on the live stream. That tends to happen. Alright. 6:24 to go. Shot on net. Blocked by Mikko Koskinen, who's looked nothing but stellar since. And yeah, Connor's had a terrible game. If you want to blame anyone on this game, Connor McDavid's your man. And yeah, absolutely. Koskinen, like, you look at the saves Koskinen's made coming into this game. He's just turned pucks away, just bang. And I think due to Koskinen making some saves, you've seen the Oilers play a little bit better, Robert. I'd say that's fair. So look at this. The Oilers rushing in on a puck. Look at that. Ooh. That was a nasty hit there. A good hard check, but Josh Archibald goes down. Small guy against big guy along the boards. It's going to be good. All right. Adam Larson. Puck along the boards. Puck fired up the boards. And Athanasiou's going to turn that puck over, but it's going to find the stick of Mr. Adam Larson, who fires it in. Now you got Riley Sheahan down low. Man, I am dying. Why am I dying so bad? Shouldn't be, but I am. Athanasiou's going to get that puck going now. You know what? This third line going grinding along the boards. You like to see it. You like to see it. They're keeping this puck in, keeping this puck alive. They're going to get this puck across. And tied up again is Athanasiou. And he just can't seem to find a puck into a good chance, but the Oilers controlling a little bit of pace of play on that third line shift. You like to see it. 4:51 to go in the second period. And Cass just needs to get engaged. If he gets a big hit going, we get this game going big time, that's for sure. So I need to find a way to get comfortable too. It's been way too long sitting up. Just let me stretch my back here. Oh, be nice to stretch the back a little bit in this stream. As Mr. Alex Chiasson, puck along the boards, he's still got control of it. There's what you like to see this fourth line do, is puck along the boards, control Ethan Bear, who's been pretty invisible out there this game. I'd like to see what his stats are, because I haven't seen Ethan Bear much at all this game, which might be indicative of being a rookie. There's a shot. I think Chiasson just hit the post. If I heard correct, Chiasson just ripped it off the post. And yeah, absolutely. They are... you know what? At least to the Oilers' credit, in this second period, when the Hawks have closed down a little bit more in the zone, the Oilers have kind of responded a little bit better than they were earlier. As there's now Ennis rushing in. Ennis being kept to the outside there by, I believe that's Murphy. And now Ennis takes down Murphy. They're going to let him play on. Thankful. And yeah, now Kailer Yamamoto, all kinds of taken out in the zone there. That's looking like a little bit of 80s hockey there. You like to see that in the playoffs. Now let's get this going. You know what? This line having another big shift in the zone. However, Adam Larsson shuts his man down but allows the next man to go through. Kirby Dach's going to take this in, pass it back, but thankfully Kailer Yamamoto's back to make the play. So the Oilers definitely tightening up, but they're going to take a delayed penalty, and it's a penalty kill for the Edmonton Oilers, and back to it we go. Yeah, I think we're all Alex Chiasson. Look at that shot by Chiasson off the post. Man, you imagine what that one would have done. That would have changed the momentum right there, but it's a trip on Kirby Dach, and that's it. That's all, fans. We've got a penalty kill to kill once again. But I think we'll be dandy. Alright. I need to eat something too. That ice cream sandwich bad. Hopefully it's up there. But I will fill you in. 329 views on the live stream so far this hour, guys. That breaks the 1,000 mark on the live stream, so I'm appreciative for that. Despite how the game's gone, it's been a solid day of live streaming. Another 1,000 minutes watched this hour. And we're now at 7,756 subscribers. So if you haven't done that yet, consider hitting the subscribe button. Stick around, and we'll be good. That's what I promise. And let's see what we got. Just everything reacting to the old penalty kill. Alright, guys. You know what? We'll be good. A little bit of panic in our game. I understand that, but we should be good. And 50-50 is almost at 700K. Wow. Somebody is going to be very, very rich this afternoon due to the Oilers playing so far a terrible hockey game against the Chicago Blackhawks. Just is what it is, right? We'll manage. We'll survive. We'll be good. Negativity can be a good thing, yeah. But if I'm going to sit here and be negative, there's no point in me streaming. I'm a terrible person to watch. I'm a terrible person to listen to when I'm negative. A couple people in the stream would know that, so there's no point in me live streaming if I'm going to sit here and tell you to be negative. Alright. Whew. Let's get this going. Jean-Marie Messier. Alright, Mark Messier. They're showing his banner up at Rogers Place. That's the other thing. We get our legends hanging in the rafters for the Stanley Cup Finals. That's pretty cool. Those guys have won a lot of Stanley Cup games, and it looks like somebody's cut. Something's on the ice. Somebody's bleeding. I don't know, MD, you're sad? I'm not sad. I'm just disappointed. I think that's a line from somewhere, but a little sad and disappointed in it. Alright, let's get this going. 2 minutes to go on the Hawks power play. They got to clear off the ice after whatever got spilt on the ice. Big kill here. Don't want to give up the goal late. No, we don't want to give up late goal. We want to grease a late power play in the final minute. And you know what? If we need the power play to win, so be it. They don't ask how many. They ask, or they don't, I guess they don't ask how. They ask how many. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take whatever I can get. David, I really don't think it's the Hawks experience showing. I think the Oilers have beat themselves into this position. Nicholas, thank you so much once again. So another $4. That's another 40 cents for the Colby Cave Memorial Fund. Let's tally that on up to $6.45, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. We are off and running. And so far, the total donations in Canadian dollars tonight, $44. Guys, despite this being a terrible game, you have been mighty, mighty generous, and I appreciate that very, very much. So we're back to hockey here. Minute 50 to go in the penalty kill. The Oilers starting the Hawks power play the exact same way they did the last couple times, getting them back in their own zone, getting them to have to set up something different than they try. Definitely, guys, if the Oilers score a goal, I want everybody to spam the like button and get the likes going because we need some positivity going. And if we could hit 100 likes on this stream, that would be quite something, that's for sure. So here we go. Duncan Keith across. This one's going to be played down. And the Oilers are going to be chasing on the penalty kill again. Again, leaving Patrick Kane all the way open on the left side. He's going to risk the shot. And look at that. Swallowed up by big save. Mikko Koskinen. The big Finn making the big save. And a minute 12 to go in the Hawks power play. All right. All right. Dominic Kublik with another tip. I mean, if we haven't seen tip goals kill the Oilers in several games this year, I'd be lying there too. Tough. And I think, you know what, Mikko Koskinen is square to that shot, but a tip off of Dominic Kublik passed, and yeah, Athanasiou, who took the penalty, he's a hurting. All right, 4 goals in 22 minutes and 20 seconds. I mean, we've seen crazier out of the Oilers before, so let's hopefully see crazier tonight. It just is what it is. Keith Taves get the goal going. And yeah, all right, we'll catch you, Andrew. That's a tough one to give up, but hey, you know what? Like I said, we could easily see a 6-3, 6-4 game for the Hawks, and that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. At least the Oilers have scored some goals that way. Let's go. Let's go get this. There we go. Connor McDavid throwing a hit. Let's try and do a little something different here and score a goal. Score a goal 5-on-5 in this game. Paul scores right there on your shot on the scoreboard on my screen. Score is 6-2 for the Blackhawks. And Ryan Nugent-Hopkins greasing in there. Zach Kassian doesn't go in there to light the man up. Not over yet. Absolutely not. That's the thing you have to keep in mind. The Oilers score a couple here. It could be a whole different game, but they just can't get a shot on net. We have 19 shots through the first 2 periods. That's going to brutalize you. And Michael, I'll tell you, it is what it is. The Oilers do need to wake up. I've been saying that all game. Oilers need to come alive. Their plays keep getting interrupted. Well, they just haven't been. They've been sloppy and silly. But it looks like Patrick Kane's going to the box. So you thought we were done. Just wait. Patrick Kane's going to the box, tied up. That's a ticky-tacky call in the playoffs, but she's a power play. Only in the play-ins, eh? I consider it the playoffs. Are we playing for our lives? We're playing for our lives. It's playoffs. Regular season isn't win or go home every night. This is win or go home every night because you got to win 3 or you lose 3 and you're done. So they're using the Stanley Cup playoffs thing, so I'm good. We're good to go. All right. Back out. And Oilers can't get that shot on. We've had 4 of our shots on the power play, 2 for 2. And it's a best of 5 series. If anyone's thinking about Lafreniere right now, give your head a shake. That's all I got to say. We need a goal. And you know what? If we get 3 on the power play, we got to wake up eventually 5-on-5. But we got to start moving our feet. Honestly, that's what it comes down to. End of the day, we got to start moving our feet and creating chances. And yes, I think they count as playoff goals and playoff stats. I believe that was the ruling by the NHL. And there we go. Nugent Hopkins, cleft ball, down and across. They're going to go to New. Would have liked to see McDavid throw that on net. That's all I got to say. Would love to see McDavid throw that one on net. Now you got a minute 15 to go. Shot misses wide from McDavid. Just going to let the camera run this one. Cleft bomb across. Draisaitl to 1T. Oh, how is that not in the net? Oh my goodness. Come on, man. Come on. You are kidding me. You are kidding me. How is that not back of the net? Wow. And they're not even going to review it. Ugh. Ugh. That's tough. That's tight. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back. I'm just going to go to the washroom, see if I can find an ice cream sandwich, and I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, no, exactly. We are good and fine, Danny, ladies and gentlemen. At least to say the Blackhawks won't score a goal in the next 10 minutes. That's your get going. All right. Puck just stays out. 6-2 after 2. 6-2 Chicago. All right. And, like, I don't know, man. Oh, let me tell you, I am hungry. But Dominic Kubliak has a 5.9, that's for sure. Brent, thank you so much for subbing. I have to get you the scoring summary here for this Oilers game so far. She's a long list of Chicago goals. So it started off, Connor McDavid, 2:34 into the first period with a power play goal from Leon Draisaitl and Oscar Klefbom. Then it was Dylan Strome on a stupid play by Mike Smith, followed by Jonathan Toews on a silly play on the power play by the Oilers penalty killers. And then Brandon Saad tipping it in front on what was only to be described as really a good tip. That was a beautiful play. Jonathan Toews scoring a big goal. You know what? That was a huge one for him. That was Kubliak's third assist of the night. And then, you know what? That put them up 5-2. The Oilers cut, or 5-1. The Oilers cut it to 5-2 or 4-2. 4-2, pardon me, 4-2. Then Draisaitl from McDavid and Nugent Hopkins, followed by Dominic Kubliak scoring twice, once on the power play, or twice on the power play. So hold on. We're all complaining about things here. The Hawks have 3 power play goals. The Hawks have relied more on the power play than the Oilers have tonight. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Why are the Oilers playing so bad? It's all good. Alright, let's get this going. What do we got? Chicago's talking about McDavid failing to make play-by-play. And Brent, come on. Come on, man. Let's be realistic here. I know you just subbed, but let's be realistic. We don't need to be panicking about Lafreniere here. And besides, if we lose the series, good chance we lose the lottery too. And here we go. What's with the nose? What's with the nose? I touched a cat pregame. I have very severe cat allergies, especially when they're not my cats, so my nose has been itching since I got here. I could wish it was almost something else, you know? Something to get me back in it. Guy could wish. Not that I'd ever say to wish to do that, but at least it would give you guys what you're thinking. No, it's silly cat allergies because I petted a cat for 5 seconds that isn't mine. Tippett better skate him hard next practice, I'll tell you what. Tippett just better get him back in game shape because they ain't looking very in game shape here. Oh, man. Need to find a better couch. Need to find a chair. I don't know what I need to find here. But, yeah. I honestly don't know what to say. I have about as much to say as you guys do. I'm not about to sit here and lambaste the Oilers more than I have, so it is what it is. For the record, this is bad. Yes, a little bit it is. The MLB. At least we're not the MLB. We could not be playing our sport just like the Blue Jays aren't. Alright, let's see. Here's the crux of it. The Oilers' best line and top pairing have struggled the most, especially in their own end. Chicago's top line and top pairing have been the best on the ice. You don't win when that happens, good goaltending or not. Kurt Levins, Edmonton Journal, giving you a little bit of advice. There you go. Our face-offs? How have we been doing in the face-off department? We're 22-20 in the face-off department. Loyalty, just to let you know. Just to let you know. Goalies are good. It's just the 5 players in front. No help. The players look cool. I'll tell you, it's just the Connor McDavid line. Really doing it not much. I know, exactly. 2 deflection goals, 2 goals on Mike Smith, and 2 goals, silly plays. That's how you break down the scoring after 2 periods of play. Just sub to finally a guy that knows what he's talking about hockey. I wouldn't claim to know what I'm talking about because clearly I had the Oilers picked to win game 1 pretty handily and we're down 6-2. But end of the day, one thing I do know about the Oilers and one thing that probably is my saving grace when it comes to covering the Oilers is when you go to expect something from the Oilers, expect the unexpected. Or expect the opposite, whatever they do. and loyalty. That's fine. That's fine. We lost a key face-off. That's great. But realistically, we're still up 22 to 20 in the face-offs, so our face-offs have been just fine. Yes, you can win 41 face-offs and lose one face-off out of 42 in the night, and if it kills you, it kills you. But you still had a pretty dang good night in the face-off dot, no? I get where you're going, but end of the day, right? There's two ways to look at everything. I mean, if we're getting pounded in the face-off dot, maybe, but end of the day, if it's 50-50, it's 50-50. No one believed me when I said in the last stream that if McDavid's line played the way they did last game, that they'd get clobbered. Well, I absolutely did say that, Andrew. I did say they need to take the puck to the net and play the style of hockey they're capable of, and they just haven't. Connor McDavid's been sloppy. They haven't really driven the puck to the net, and when they have, they've gotten close on a couple chances. I was all in agreement. It's just, right? Expect to see Leon and Draisaitl together in the third. Or Leon and McDavid. I don't know if you do that. I think you'd reignite the dynamite line before that. All bounces going Hawks way. Game's not over yet. Yeah, that's the other side too, right? 2 deflection goals. We've lost a bunch of 50-50 pucks. And break this down a lot of ways. Realistically, there's a lot to unpack in a 6-goal against game. The Hawks are 3 for 5 on the power play. You just make it however you want. Alright, let's get back to this. What do we got? Here we go. What's our problem? Honestly, it's so strange how this team works. They're sloppy and then they come out better than ever. It is the way it goes. And don't give up. We hit the post 2 to 3 times. Yes, we've almost hit. Well, we've hit the post. Chason's goal. I mean, if we got Chason's goal in, that would have been different. And I mean, Michael, again, you want to talk about posts, that is bounces, right? But I don't know if it's just this team not competing. I'd say it's just Connor McDavid's line having a complete meltdown, not doing what Connor McDavid's line should be capable of. All right. I just got to regroup myself here because I'm spending way more time wrangling you guys than I am wrangling myself or wrangling the game, and that makes it hard to focus, that's for sure, because it's tough. It's very tough, right? I've been sitting here pumping the tires that it's going to be a good game. Now here we are down 6-2 going into the third period. And I mean, as much as you guys sit here and talk about losing hope, I mean, hello, I gotta try and keep positive, but it's tough too, right? I'm not kidding you. It's tough to keep positive and keep focused in this game, but at the end of the day, somebody has to do it, and if it has to be me, I'll do it. Here we go. And here we go. I don't know if you bench McDavid's line or just switch things up and get somebody up there with McDavid who's gonna make him go it. Yeah, I think there we go. In the words of the captain, though, Connor McDavid from last season, if you don't believe, you need to leave. That's some tough words, I'd say. But it's been a high-scoring game. That's the thing, right? We all kind of sat in there thinking maybe it might be a high-scoring game. Unfortunately, the Oilers haven't done that. We need 7 goals to win this one. Wouldn't be surprised. You know what? The most Oilers thing the Oilers could do right now is score 4 goals, with one coming within the last 15 seconds of the game to send it to overtime, and then score 5 seconds into overtime to win 7-6. Honestly, I know we've been crapping all over them this live stream. That is the most Oilers thing they could do. That's just the way this season's gone. That is the most Oilers thing they could possibly do right now to just totally fry us and cook our brains even more. So, here we go. Let's see what we got. We are up to 7,764 subscribers. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you wanting to stick around. I haven't been the most fun to watch tonight. It's been a rough afternoon. I mean, I'll probably go home and just kick my feet up after the game review, but it is what it is. And what I got to say, though, is definitely if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please consider doing so. I know I've been hard on that, but I got to tell you, it's something that means a lot to me. The number is important. And here we go. Where do I donate to the Cave Fund? Come on, guys. Let's get those donations going. So, Lionel, I will tell you, the Cave Fund I have going is 10% of every donation that comes through to me. I'm donating to the Cave Fund. What I haven't posted and what I need to post is the EdmontonOilers.com link to the Colby Cave Memorial Fund, which you can donate to directly. This is the Cave Fund that's up on my screen, is just something I'm extra doing on my own. So, there you go. So that is the link to donate directly to the Colby Cave Memorial Fund, if you so choose. Again, the donation that's up on mine, that is 10% of all donations so far from this year of playoffs. So that includes the Calgary game and this game, a total of $6.45 that I will be donating at the end. Here we go. And the thing is, like, yeah, that's tough. And that's fine. That's fine. But there's a difference in being disappointed in one game and then saying, like I've gotten texted by 3 of my friends saying, oh, here we go, Lafreniere. That is jumping off the bandwagon, my friends. That's, in a 5-game series, if you're making that after 2 periods of game 1, that is laughable. Absolutely laughable. And honestly, Andrew, I'm all in for whatever wins. I just like, here's the thing. When I was talking about Oilers hockey coming back, NHL hockey coming back, I was talking about essentially the need to throw out everything that comes down to commercials, right? You just need to commercial. Problem is, we haven't gotten a break from the commercials all game. That's tough. But let's get to 100 likes. Absolutely. If you're in the stream right now, guys, hit that like button. Let's get as many people in here as we possibly can for the 3rd period and gun it. I know I'm up against some tough competition in terms of who else is live streaming right now, but rightfully so. They deserve it. They've done well. They've done some incredible things. Like you think about John with 222 in there, Gravital with 95, and here I am with 46, but I wouldn't have it anyway. We've had the core group that's been here all season long, has been here for this game so far. Appreciate that. Like, the average watch time is 4.5 minutes. I'll tell you, in the Calgary game, it was less than 2 minutes. So that means a world of difference to me. And now we've just crossed 770 subs. Guys, thank you so much. Like, end of the day, I've been negative with this stream, but thank you so much for just showing up, right? That's, win or lose, when you guys show up, makes a world of difference to me. I'll give you this as we review and get ready for the next period. The stats, 2,600 minutes watched in the first hour of the live stream, the 12 o'clock hour. Then you had 3,200 minutes in the second hour. And then it went down, dipped to 1447 in the 3rd hour. And so far this hour in 19 minutes, we're at 219 minutes. And no, not bench McDavid for next game. Bench him for the rest of this game is what Andrew's getting at. But, you know what? Crazy times call for crazy measures, right? Here we go. Ugh. If I could get that cat hair or whatever stuck up my nose, out of my nose, that'd be really good too. But I don't think I'm going to get that lucky, and I don't think the Oilers are going to get too lucky this period, but I think we're going to find out and figure that out pretty quickly here going into this third period. If the Oilers are going to, I mean, if it gets to 7-2, we're going to be doomed. If we get to 7 or 6-3, I think we've got a good chance to do some damage, that's for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, you know what? I'm going to give you a quick little tour of the old Dolynny TV archives. I think that'd be fun, as we need some kind of positivity to go do something different. So, why don't I give you the video from earlier today, so you can watch that if you've missed that as we get prepped for this period. So, let me get this in the chat. The news on Nima Leanin, and of course, Oilers news from today. Here we go. Bang. And click to watch that if you want. And if not, no worries. Don't worry about it. You can watch it a little bit later on today. It's all good. Here we go. The Oilers back in on the ice. We've got 1,298 views on the stream so far. Let's go clutch up and get this period going. Dave Tippett looking mighty disappointed. Here we go. The Oilers got to get this underway. And we win the opening faceoff. We won the opening faceoff to start this period for the first period all game. We're on the power play for 44 seconds. Somehow I forgot that. I didn't know we greased a late power play. Okay. Yeah, Patrick Kane went to the box, I guess. And 19:40 to go. We got to get this going. Dry Nuge, chase on, and McDavid is on the point. That's what you're missing. Here we go. Let's go get this fired up. 23 seconds to go. As Connor McDavid leads his way through the zone, tips back. There we go. We set up the power play rather neatly. That's probably the neatest entry we've had all season. Let's go. Let's get this fired up. There we go. 9 seconds to go on the power play. Let's grease it. Let's score a 5-on-5 goal, huh? 5-on-5 goal because of power play time. And that's a block shot, and they're going to deflect this one down, and Patrick Kane out of the box. Mikko Koskinen out to play it, and look at that. Smart play, Mikko Koskinen. You like to see it. It's good news. And Tim's got your update in the Islanders game if you want it. 18:55 to go. Honestly, not the worst way to start the period for the Oilers there. They did all right getting something going. Now let's get this puck down the ice. That's going to be a high stick, but it's chipped around, and puck goes wide of the net. As now Zach Kassian's back out there with Jujhar Khaira and James Neal, which makes sense because Kassian isn't on the power play. Never sees power play time. Now you got Strome firing a shot. Look at the big fin Mikko Koskinen making. Big save, big save. Now Chicago pushing back after that early start from the Oilers, but we need a goal here in the first 5 minutes of this period or we are going downhill quick. Jujhar Khaira can't get that going. The fourth line. Not much to show for things here rather quick. You gotta hope we can get things going in a positive direction here in the next minute or two. And was that an offside or what? But either way. Alright, start. Oilers are giving their best, so this game is a good indicator of the postseason chance. I wouldn't say the Oilers are giving their best, James. I would not say this is the Oilers' best by any means. The Oilers have to get it going here and in a hurry. Look at this. Bang, and that's a big hit. That's a big hit. And Gator, if you think the game's done just because the Oilers are down 6-2, or the series is done because the Oilers are down 6-2 after the first two periods of hockey, I wouldn't worry too much. So here we go. This is going to be nicely. There's a shot. Good shot there. Puck bounces into the slot, and again, a 50-50 puck. And we just can't get it going. We just can't get it going. It's brutal. Yeah, McDavid definitely has not shown his best this year. Or this game. Wake up, Tyson. It's been a long one. Here we go. That's going to be shot in by Archibald. They're going to go off for a line change. Let's get somebody out there who can score us a 5-on-5 goal. That'd be dandy. That'd be gold. That'd be great. This one's going to be moved ahead, turned back. The Hawks, again, get a 50-50 puck. Every 50-50 puck the Hawks have pretty much come up with this game. Shot wide of the net. Whew. That was a tight chance. And they definitely need to salvage the game. Like, if we make this 6-4, that's something to build off. A 6-2, it's a little embarrassing, that's for sure. Now you get Kyler Yamamoto out there. You get Leon Draisaitl out there. Yamamoto scrubbed off the puck. Comeback is basically guaranteed. Well, they've never won a game down 4 either. I guess to play your own quote there. Here we go. Get this going, boys. Here we go. Good block. Good block. 16:37 to go in the third period. We've got a minute 37 to go. Grease the goal, or we're going to be pretty much in trouble the rest of the way home. As Gator, this one ain't even on Mike Smith. Yeah, sure, 2 goals are on Mike Smith, but the rest, you can't even wear Mike Smith on it. As it's been a very terrible game. Out of Connor McDavid of all people. Alright. Shot's going to come Boquist. Good save, good save. Oilers have never lost a game in August. That's another fact. That is true. 16:01 to go in the third period. This is going to be Connor McDavid leading the rush. He's going to chip this one in. Zach Kassian's going to be able to get in there against the defenseman. Oh, bailed out. He bailed out. And look at that. Connor McDavid, the big hit. Zach Kassian goes to throw his weight and falls down. What is Zach doing? Going to blow someone up and blew himself out of the water. Here's Connor McDavid in on goal. Chance. Rebound. Oh, man. 50-50 pucks, man. Come on. Just come on. We got to get a 50-50 puck at some point. Connor McDavid does one Connor McDavid game this thing. Or Connor McDavid thing this game. And we can't get it to go back in the net. That hurts. Alright. Darnell Nurse in on net. Nothing there. That one a big check there. Now you got to hope that we can turn this puck around somewhere. Alex Chiasson down the ice, nothing going. Is Caleb Jones playing? He is not. And I would love to stop scratching my nose. I don't know why my nose is so itchy. It feels like everything's just right centered there. Alright, let's go. Chris Russell turns Kirby Dach around. Kirby Dach's a big boy. My goodness. Didn't realize that either. Now Drake Caggiula on the puck. 14:40 to go. We need a goal in the next 20 seconds or we're in trouble. And that's a nice save out of Mikko Koskinen. Thankful. And yeah, Docs look definitely pretty good out of this game. We're now at 98 likes, guys. If somebody could drop 2 likes, that'd be fantastic. Oh my goodness. And yeah, I imagine there is a mosquito behind my soil. But oh my goodness, Connor McDavid absolutely digs it there, and Corey Crawford, a good goalie, digs it out. That's a big save. And Connor McDavid finally gets a good chance, but you look at it, right? Chicago's had 36 shots on net. They have not been afraid to shoot the puck. They have not been afraid to do the job right. And they've done it. They've done it good. They've gotten pucks towards the net and deflections in where it counts. The Oilers, they've hit a couple posts, but you can't say the posts are going to be goals every time. So, tough go. I'm going to sit back and relax a second here. Just enjoy this. And yeah, we need to win this one. Sure. But we need to win the next one big time. Why did Crawford have to come back? Because he's Corey Crawford. He's a competitor. That's what he does. Corey Crawford does things well, and he gets back into the crease, and it is what it is. Not much we can do about it when Corey Crawford's had a good game, but again, I don't think Corey Crawford's had as good of a game as the Oilers just had a bad game, if you get where I'm going. And over 100 likes now. Appreciate that, guys. So that's a huge get again, another 100-like stream. And are Clefbaum and Larson in? Yes, they are. Of course they are. They've been playing terrible. They made a couple terrible plays tonight, but again, Larson's had a couple good shots, and we'd be lost for a little bit of offense without him as well. I'd say Nurse and Bear have been pretty unnoticeable, in my estimation. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention. There's Nurse. Good shot by Nurse. Glove by Crawford, and looking like Mike Smith making a glove save. Kind of awkward bounce off the glove. Got a piece of it, but not all of it. And now, it's puck again. 50-50 puck, tipped in the air. Ennis can't come down with it, and it goes back into the zone, and the Hawks come up with it. 6-2, 13:45 to go in this third period. Aye. Got to get something done, but we haven't had a solid chance really this period, except for the McDavid chance. Now you've got Draisaitl, Kassian, and somebody out there. And Gator. Bouchard is in the Oilers bubble, but he's not playing. And Andrew, I'd say Crawford's played well. Like, he stopped that Connor McDavid chance. Right? He stopped that Connor McDavid chance. And a lot of goalies don't stop that play, but he stopped it. So we'll give him some credit where credit's due. But again, not enough pucks on net. I'm not going to talk about floaters. I'm going to talk not enough pucks on net. It's been brutal. But bathroom time. I'll be right back, and we'll get back to it. Alright. Break done, let's go. Let's go get this done, shall we? Bathroom break done. And let's do this. Stay away from the cat. Yeah, well, that's a little way too late now. Come on. Gene Principe reporting. They got cameras. All the guys rocking the We Skate for Colby. That's nice to see. Let's go get this. Alright. Back to game action. 6-2, 12:55 to go in this game. And I wish I was watching this outside. Maybe I'd be a little bit cooler if I was in the shade, but the house is cooking, let me tell you. 12:47 to go in the period. The Oilers need a goal or 2 or 3 here. Real nice and quick to get some momentum going or something. It's been a sleeper in terms of being a fan, I guess. You'd say a stinker, but it is what it is. Here we go. Zach Kassian out there. And again, back down the ice. Hawks are the first one on the attack. DeBrincat gets rocked by Nurse, but what do you do? What do you do? Oilers just can't make a pass to save their lives. And it just is what it is, my friends. I'm going to kick back. It's been a long game. 12:02 to go in the third period. James Neal now in on the attack. There we go. A little bit of effort from James Neal. Like to see it. But again, 50-50 puck. Chicago stick. Every time. 50-50 puck. Chicago stick. Story of the game. This is tough. Andrew, if the rink was full, 90% of the fans would have cleared out. Let's not kid ourselves. We know what kind of fans go to Oilers games. Somebody would have thrown a jersey. It'd been stupid. I don't want to say, but like, too many people get stupid after one game. That's what ticks me off a little bit. Now you want to see me ticked off? Now I'm ticked off. I was really looking forward to this stream. Really looking forward to enjoying it with everybody, and instead it's just been a negative Nelly kind of, nope, nothing good's going to happen, and nothing good happens, so now I'm just a clown. Right? Now I feel like a clown. That ain't a good feeling. I don't know if you ever felt like a clown, but I'll refer to my old line. My life's a joke and I'm the clown telling it. That's my patented line, so you guys wanted it to come out of me, you got it. You got the monster. Enjoy. 6-2, 10:35 to go in the third period. The Oilers, they aren't even skating up the ice. They aren't even bothering. They aren't even bothering. 50-50 pucks on Chicago's stick every time. I've run out of things to say. That's the problem. I've run out of things to say because there just is nothing more to say at this point. Draisaitl down, sure, great across, Ennis there. There really is not much to say anymore when it's the exact same story every single puck, every single everything. Yeah, I know, but the game doesn't help me at all, Robert. 6-2. It's 10 minutes to go and I got nothing left to say. Yamamoto takes a penalty. Just is what it is. And the only reason I'm keeping the stream going is because this is what I want to see when all of a sudden we get going somewhere, game 3, 4, 5, whatever it takes to get, I guess it would be 4-5, when we move on and get through the series. I want to be able to go back and look at this because it's always darkest before the dawn, right? It's not that Chicago gave us a tough test. If you think this game is 6-2 because of Chicago, I'm sorry, you're kidding yourself. That's the end of the day. We have not gone through this entire game to think that Chicago's such an excellent team. The Oilers are the only one giving themselves a tough test. They're just straight up playing sloppy, playing stupid, and it's cost us. Like, what are we even doing on this penalty kill? There's 4 guys in front of the net, no one looking at the point man. Right? Come on. Here we go. Let's go do this. 1:10 to go on the Hawks power play. I don't know if they learned anything. Clearly they haven't learned anything so far this game. Right? End of the day. So far the Oilers haven't learned anything from the past 2 periods. The same things going these periods, just the same as it was going the last 2 periods. So to say they could learn anything, I don't know. I don't know. And yes, it could be 10-2, but at some point you got to get goaltending, right? Big save, Mikko. And they, ooh, the puck squirted free. A puck squirted free, okay. I don't know if it's a Nuge problem. I don't think it's a Nuge problem. I really don't think it's a Nuge problem. I don't know, guys. You want me to have all the answers. I got no answers for you. I knew what I expected. I didn't get what I expected, so now I don't know what to tell you. You've watched the game just as well as I have. Make of it what you will. I've made what I will. I'm set in my ways now. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Couldn't tell you. Like, honestly, right, as I tried to stay positive through 2 periods because there's always room to turn it around in the 3rd period. However, when you do the exact same things in the 3rd period that you did in the 1st and 2nd, just is what it is. Now you got Matt Benning down low, Connor McDavid. Like, there's no urgency to Connor McDavid's game. Like, just zero. Zip, zero, zilch out of Connor McDavid tonight. And it's not loyalty. How can you say not showing up to play 5-on-5 means you rely on the power play? No, it just means you have an effort problem, and straight up the Oilers have had an effort problem tonight. Oilers could have had tons of great chances tonight if they would win any 50-50 pucks. And straight up, the one thing they haven't done is win a 50-50 puck. It comes down simple as that. 40 shots against, yeah. Yeah. It's easy to get shots if you win every 50-50 puck, I'll tell you that much. Like right there, James Neal could have shoveled the puck at the side of Crawford and caused havoc. Nope, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And actually, we've lost a like on the stream. Because I'm being negative now because, right? Only so much I can handle too, guys. And when I have to deal with it from 40 plus people a night, it's tough. Like I'm saying, they just need to shoot. Penalties, that's not even the problem. Effort, right? If you put in an effort, you don't take penalties. If you put in an effort, you get shots. If you put in an effort, you win 50-50 pucks. This, James Neal, good chance, but again, James Neal not even skating as hard as he possibly could. Tough. I don't know what to tell you guys. Honestly, don't. Honestly, at the end of the day, I'm just here to finish it off. At least this way I can replay what I was thinking. And I have something to work with for material when it comes down to, hey Tyson, you said this but didn't say this. And I'm like, I'll look at this and I'll tell you. I gotta tell you. Shot, Mikko Koskinen makes the save. Shot number 41 of the game for the Chicago Blackhawks. That's great. James, 100%. Make some adjustments. That's great. 100%. If you make some adjustments, great. But guess what? If the team does exactly what they've done the rest of the game, there's no adjustments to be made because there's nothing the team isn't going to adjust. Team didn't adjust. The coach can make every different thing the coach wants to do, but if the players aren't willing to put the effort in to make it happen, it ain't going to happen. That's what's happened tonight. I'd wish there's AC. I get to go home and have another crappy sleep because it's 30 degrees out already. I get to enjoy 30-degree heat in my bed even though all the windows are closed. That doesn't mean anything. There's another heat warning in effect. It's now 26 degrees. I hear the mosquito in my earpiece. We can only get better with more effort, yes. And I'm not writing off the Oilers. I'm just a little disappointed in this effort, right? I know the only place to go is up from here, but frustrating. Absolutely frustrating. Don't know what to tell you. And trust me, the last thing I need right now, kind of chunky, is a cold beer. She would not be a good night if I did that. I don't know if you guys know too much about the whole thing, but this whole little implode I've had here in the third period, a little bit contributed to Colin being bipolar, so. Should have taken a couple extra pills before starting the stream, knowing what I was getting myself into. I didn't. That's on me. Now I'm unbearable. I can barely stand to listen to myself right now, for all facts given. Okay? Okay. And it's not getting no play, UV. It's not playing enough ourselves. We got a power play upcoming, but we can't even get the puck started up the ice. Connor McDavid, there we go. He somehow gets it through a scramble. Hawks have touched it 6 times, and they finally blow it dead. No, and Kelly, I'm not counting the Oilers out. The Oilers are fully in this series, but I'm sorry, I look like a complete clown. I look like a complete clown for calling that the Oilers would do anything of substance this game. And I'm not liking it. Not liking it. Black, I'm sorry, that's when I get like this, it's no one's fault but my own. We got 4 minutes to orchestrate a comeback. Frustrating. Very frustrating. Alright, let's go, boys. go! James Neal, baby! James Neal! Let's go, baby! There it is. All right. We got 3 minutes and 53 seconds to go get a goal. Sure, it's another power play goal. James, thank you so much. Next game, we'll get it. Next game, oh my goodness. That was huge. That was huge. I didn't want to say anything, but there we go. Let's go get it. We're in it to win it now. James Neal, baby. James Neal. James, thank you so much. That means a lot. You know what? I mean, that's got to put a smile on my face, right? And it does. Thank you, James. We'll go get this. Next game's our game, 100%. That one off the post, that one across the crease, and then Duncan Keith pushes his own goalie over. Only a power play team. I don't care how. They don't ask how. They ask how many loyalty. And if I'm going to have any hope, let's go get it. Let's get it done right now here. James Neal scores a playoff goal for the Edmonton Oilers. Things you'd never hear a Calgary Flames fan say. And that's another $8 or $8 total. Now let's go watch the Oilers pull off a 3-goal comeback in 3 minutes. That'd be something stupid. And all of a sudden, Connor McDavid's got wheels. Connor McDavid's got legs, and he's out there to win it now. As Darnell Nurse fires that puck out, that's okay. That's an offensive zone face-off. Let's go get this. $2 more for Colby, very important. And James Neal gets the goal. What a huge goal that is. 6-3. And hey, at least I get a score prediction of mine out there, right? At least we get that, guys. Hey, appreciate you sticking with me there. I needed some life in me, and I'm glad James Neal pumped it in. Power play goals, nonetheless, whatever you want to say, but it's a big goal. Either way you cut it, and a goal that counts for James Neal in the score department. Yeah, it's been a tough game so far, but at least we still pumped 3. Now you take away what happened for Mr. Mike Smith tonight, and she's a big game. She's a 4-3 game. James Neal, unassisted marker. That's okay. She's a beauty right where he should be on the power play. That is the kind of play I want the Oilers to make, and that is for sure. My goodness. Let's go. That's huge. Okay. I needed something to get me back in it. I was struggling, all right? You guys know that. I needed some life, and I got some life in me. There we go. Let's go see what ends up happening. You know what? Honestly, I see John from Hot Take Hockey switched over to making it a Florida Panthers versus New York Islanders live stream. Let's go see if he makes a mistake there. That'd be fantastic if he did. Not wishing ill against John, but hoping the best for the Oilers. That's what I'd put it. 1-0 series for Chicago. Oh well. The game's not over. We got some time to work with here. 6-3, but we'll get it going. You know what? Let's just make it even. Let's get it hype. Even if we lose 6-5, like go down to the last 9 seconds, we'd be good. Compared to the Hawks, they need to feed off each other's energy. Absolutely, they do. As with no fans, you need to make your own energy. And if you're at home losing 6-2, but you know you're at home, that does suck. Does suck. Now we're up to 6-3, and that's huge. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know because of John taking away his stream and going to an Oiler or Florida Islanders stream, a couple of people are going to trickle on in here. I appreciate you guys coming on. Why not drop a like? Let's see if we can get this Oilers comeback going. And let's get going. That puck's going to go out of play 1 second after the puck drops. And the Oilers back in it a little bit. You know what? 6-3 is a lot better than 6-2. I'll give them credit for that. We just need to go out there and crush off the rest of this game. They're saying there's a chance. Absolutely. Make the statement. Get back there, and at least, even if we cut it to 6-4, we're going with an empty net. That's a bold strategy there, Tippett. Let's hope it pays off. Offensive face-off, empty net, face-off 1. Clefbaum shoots the puck. We score! Let's go, baby! Let's go! 6-4. Woo! Is it James Neal in front, or who was that? That was, again, kind of a power play situation. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins gets the goal. Oh my goodness, empty net goal actually. We had the empty net. We had 6 attackers. Woo! That is the Edmonton Oilers, I know. Don't call it a comeback, baby. I think that hit James Neal in front. Woo! Oscar Clefbaum tees it up from the point. Back in the net. Is it Nugent-Hopkins or is it James Neal? It is Nugent-Hopkins that gets that goal on the tip. Look at that. 3 Oilers in front of that puck. And Mr. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins tips it. Clefbaum, who's had a rough game, gets the Oilers back in it. It's 6-4 with 3 minutes to go. Oh my goodness. Now the Hawks a little bit raggedy on the puck, hopefully. And we can get this going. The Hawks down, controlling it low, but they seem to have a little bit of a nervous step in their jump as first goal for Nugent Hopkins, assisted by Clefbaum and McDavid. And here's the thing. McDavid's had a 3-point night tonight, if I'm not mistaken. And, yeah, McDavid's had a 3-point night, and he's been the Oilers' worst player. Go figure that one, eh? McDavid's been the Oilers' worst player, but he's had a 3-point night. That ain't just Connor McDavid for you. Never say die, boys. Never say die. I was saying, right, is we just need something. It's always darkest before the dawn. I was writing it off, but I said it earlier in the live stream. Go back, rewind. I said the Oilers' most Oilers thing they could do is come back from 3 goals late in the third period to tie it. And now we've gone and gotten within 2. Within 2, that's offside. 2:35 to go. Third period's our secret weapon. Oh man, 5-point night for Kubliak. That's great, but 3-point night for Connor McDavid. Empty net now for Mikko Koskinen. If we score 3 empty net goals to tie this game, I'm going to lose my cool. I already celebrated way harder than I should have on that 6-4 goal. Hey, man, McDavid has 4 points. Did he get an assist on the Nugent Hopkins goal? Oh, he did. Yes, he did. Okay, 4.9. Sorry, originally the Nugent Hopkins goal was unassisted according to Sportsnet. And loyalty, that's RNH's first career playoff goal. It is. Yeah, only 4 assists in the playoffs last time. Here we go. Nugent Hopkins, good solid pass. Oilers need an entry. They're going to get it up to Connor McDavid, who dangles around a defender. Empty net. Come on up, boys. Let's win this game. You know what? Let's just do the impossible. How about that? The most Oilers thing to do is win it in overtime. 7-6. Oh, shot in front. Misses the net. Kept in. McDavid. 2:05 to go. Shot. Oh, big save by Crawford. Big save by Crawford. Here we go. This puck's going to go up the ice and race for the puck. No icing. Oilers come up with it, though. Here we go. Let's go. James Neal up to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl across and puck flattened out in the zone. Minute 41 to go. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Get up the ice and let's get this done. 6-5 and then 6-6. My goodness, that would be something else. Nothing makes you believe more in miracles than playoff hockey, let me tell you that much. When it comes to hockey, anyway. Bear gets back. They're offside. They're going to flick this puck at the net. No, they're going to flick it down low. Minute 14 to go. The Oilers have 70 seconds to work with. They've played already pretty much a minute with the empty net. We're going to work this puck in. Bear's going to shoot this puck deep. Come on, boys. Clutch up. Clutch up. Clutch up. Just clutch up. Come on. Come on. No, no, not to Patrick Kane. Thank you. Nice block. 43 seconds to go. Anything can still happen here. You haven't watched hockey if you haven't watched 2 goals in 43 seconds with an empty net. Kazian, come on. Do something, buddy. Come up clutch. And that's probably going to do it. Yep, that's game. That's... Oh, that hit the side of the net. Counting my chickens before they hatched on that one. Holy my goodness. That's game. That's game. No, off the post. And terrible defense. 7-4 game to end it up. Yeah, leave it to the Oilers, eh? Leave it to the Oilers if that is not just the way she goes. Craziness. Just when you think we're out of it. We didn't lose 7-2. You know what? What a third period effort. Terrible effort all game, and then the last 6-7 minutes we get out there. And they're challenging for offside. Oh my goodness. Come on now. You can't do this to me. You can't. You can't. It's 30 degrees outside. It's probably 28 degrees in the house. I've just had one of the most emotional playoff games you could possibly have here, being an Oilers fan. And they're offside. The Hawks are offside. Oh my goodness. We're in here. Let's go. 6-4 with how many seconds left? No goal. Oh. Oh. I can't. I can't. I can't do this anymore, boys. This is... I'm fried here. Oh, what? There's only 9 seconds left. Never mind. We're done. 6-4. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. Catch you in the game review.